Friday once again. It is time for Ace Attorney Investigations Prosecutor's Path once again. And why am I so excited today? Besides the fact that I'm done with work for the week and I can just relax on my birthday week. Well, you know, I may have been scanning my spoiler-free walkthrough, and, you know, it is a spoiler-free walkthrough, so I, don't know the twists. I already figured out the biggest twist as of last night. But there's a non-zero chance that we actually finish this game tonight. I expected next week, but I'll take it. Oh boy. Oh boy. The greatest chapter in Miles Edgeworth's life, and he never even knew it. Years in the making. I can't give enough praise for everything I've seen up until now, culminating in this one freaking moment for this game. Everything I thought was a loose end, everything that I thought didn't mesh together as well as it could have. Turns out it was all there. And to just think, this all slots into the Ace Attorney timeline and is just Edgeworth's life, and this is all happening without Phoenix. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to wrap it all up in a nice little bow. So with that being said, if you haven't caught up to the rest of the Ace Attorney Investigations 2 streams, you might want to watch those because I think we're there. We're there. We're at the last pursuit, wanting to find the truth. The music just stopped. There you go. What was I saying? Oh yeah. We're on the heels of the mastermind, the one who has been pulling the strings this whole time behind the scenes. And oh boy. I pointed the finger at them last time. Let's see if I am right. Probably. No way. Alright, let's get it started. Let's get it started, everybody. Bum ba ba da da da. The other reason that I felt like we might end this today, the fact that it just says Grand Turnabout, end. Not end part 1, just end. Woo! Also, welcome on in to the end. The end. This is it. April 6th, 5:30 p.m. Berry Pig Circus. Storage tent. Yo! So does that lion head turn into the balloon, or... How did we even get to this point? This is all just a blur to me. This is it. This is it. We're taking on Kefka, the freaking mad clown.
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth.
Are you guys here for the show? Mr. Keys, Miss Berry. You're a little early. I'm sorry, but we're still getting ready. But I'm so happy you came. You remembered our promise. Yeah, the promise. Yes, I remembered. You asked us to come and see the show, and you gave me this. I'm so happy you came. Please enjoy yourselves. I'm sure my performance will surprise you, Mr. Edgeworth. That's not the only thing that surprised me today. Your performance has already surprised me, Mr. Keys.
But he hasn't performed yet.
Regina, please have a look at this photo. And every time I look, it does not make me laugh. Is this balloon the property of the Berry Big Circus? Oh, we're getting right to the point, aren't we?
It is. Did you see it flying around somewhere?
It's highly likely that this balloon was used by the culprit in the case we are investigating.
Huh?
How's he so sparkly? This is taking me out of the moment. Who was in charge of the balloon?
Well, that would be Simon, but... Are you saying...
Ooh, he hasn't said a word since 2 sentences ago. Mr. Keys, you flew this balloon in the middle of the night, did you not? I do occasionally practice alone at night.
I'm not much of a pilot, though. I'm a little clumsy.
So, for practice, you'll do something as challenging as flying a balloon at night? Wouldn't that be rather difficult for someone who is clumsy and not much of a pilot, especially with all these chickens flying around? Don't you know it's chicken season in Los Angeles? Seriously. Look at that. One of them just hit me in the face. You shouldn't be flying in this weather, really.
Then, what do you think I was doing, Mr. Edgeworth?
You stole a balloon, and it wasn't even Free Balloon Day! You brought Kay to the roof of the Grand Tower in order to frame her for the murder of Jill Crane. These are big allegations, Edgeworth. We got evidence to back it up, though. Not a single security camera recorded Kay using the elevator. Therefore, the only way she could have gotten up there was through flight. And the only one who could have flown her up there was you, Mr. Keys.
No way! Mr. Edgeworth! How can you say that?
That's not all. You drugged John at the garbage pickup and kidnapped him. Wouldn't it be really funny if you were wrong? All these accusations all at once. Wasn't that why you were late when you came to watch the trial of Patricia Rowland? All those chickens we sent after him, playing us like a damn fiddle.
No way! I have no idea what you're saying! There's no way I could do things like that! Please! Believe me, Mr. Edgeworth! Please!
I wanted to believe you. However, you have broken that trust yourself.
That's horrible. Why would you say that? Didn't you once say that you would trust me? That you'd believe in me?
Watch, it was the monkey controlling him this whole time. He wasn't aware of his own actions. It's the monkey!
Don't you worry about that. We're your allies. That's because we're like birds of a feather. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Birds of a feather, huh? I suppose that's true. We have sufficient information about your past. I doubt you have a motive to kill Knightley. Or not. Maybe. Rather, you are probably the most affected by his death. And I doubt someone as timid as you could work up the courage to murder someone. All right. Now I'll get you out of here. We'll believe in you.
I'm so sad. Those words are all lies. It wasn't a lie. We really did trust you. Kay, head too, Brute. You said you were like birds of a feather. And yet, I'm hurt, Kay. You hurt me deeply. Oh.
Don't believe him, Kay! This man has been masterminding this whole operation. Not just now, but for 12 years, for 18 years. Hey, okay, maybe not 18 years. He was just a kid in a car. Yeah. I fixed the toss, by the way. It doesn't all come at once. Thank goodness.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe Simon isn't a bad guy after all.
Objection!
I object. I find that objectionable. I see. So that's how you operate. I understand now. All too well. Manipulation. No matter who you face, you find an emotional weakness and exploit it. This guy's just acting. He probably doesn't feel any emotion. Reminds me of a certain other case. Although I will say this one does it a lot better. You guide each person towards the outcome you desire without them even noticing it. That is how you were able to mastermind the entire case. I may have fallen for your tricks before, but not this time. Simon Keys, I indict you!
Like, I don't even know what that means, man. Can you give me a dictionary? So, it's come to this after all. Like, you were always so full of confidence, Mr. Edgeworth. But I rather like that, because now I can rip that confidence to shreds.
Ooh. Oh! Oh! Ooh! Yo, when did he actually become Kefka? Of course he is doing this while... Hey! While wearing the clown outfit. Really? Really? This is the same guy as 5 minutes ago. Also, did I say nice fifth? Azuro, nice fifth.
Good work, everyone.
His personality has completely changed. And I have to somehow turn a Shaggy voice into a villain. Okay. Alright, time to test my skills as a voice actor. Ah, yes, what a glow up. He just had to let his hair down. So, the animal tamer who could not tame animals. That was all a facade. This is the real Simon Keys.
Simon! That's not true, is it?
Truth or lie? What difference does it make?
Huh?
Mr. Edgeworth just made me a little upset. That's all.
Pig. I like the squirrel. Very strong. Hold up the entire cat and Simon's arm.
You'll take responsibility for upsetting me, right?
Oh, it's real now. Balloon practice. You know, I don't know, Simon. Just becoming all anime cool guy at the last second doesn't exactly be a good look for you.
It's true. I practiced with a balloon 2 nights ago. That photo must have been taken when the balloon and I passed near the building. I often fly around that area for advertising purposes. There's nothing unusual about that, right?
You often fly around the Grand Tower in the balloon. You also often juggle squirrels, but all they have to do is just jump from hand to hand. That's actually a neat trick. I'm not gonna let it sway me, though.
Yeah, even the circus needs to advertise.
Regina, is that true?
Yeah. It was Simon's job to advertise using the balloon. Most people who live around here should have seen it.
That balloon was used in the crime we are investigating.
Like I said, it's just a coincidence. I simply happened to pass by the Grand Tower when that photo was taken.
I shall determine whether or not it was a coincidence after I hear your full story. Just a Disney princess, this guy. Having all the animals at his command. Well, you know who also has animals at his command? Aquaman. But imagine if, like, he on land and also villain. That's Simon. You practiced 2 nights ago, you say. Was the balloon launched from this tent?
There's a nice big park near the Sunshine Coliseum. I always launch the balloon there.
I see. In that case, how do you transport the balloon to the park?
Well, it's too heavy to carry by hand. It weighs several 100 pounds. And yet, it can fly in the sky. Amazing, isn't it?
I asked you how you transported it. Now answer the question. Full lawyer mode.
I can't even make some small talk. You're mean, Mr. Edgeworth. I used a truck. The balloon is loaded onto the back of the truck.
A truck?
Yeah. The last time I took the truck and the balloon out was 2 days ago.
I cannot overlook that piece of testimony. Oh, what if this is one of those cases where every piece of testimony has Edgeworth thinking after it? What if we get one of those where, like, every press adds something to the statement?
Look at that.
How? How is it? How did this happen? That at the end of Edgeworth's last game, he is literally performing a boss battle against a clown? The meme? Capcom made the meme real, and they didn't even know it? Retroactively? Because this game came out so long ago? You are not just a clown. You are the culprit. Allow me to confirm. You haven't driven the truck since then.
Do you really need to confirm that? I mean, I just said it 5 seconds ago.
Answer the question. Or would it be inconvenient for you to do so?
That's a pretty weak provocation coming from you, Mr. Edgeworth. What could be inconvenient about something I've already said? Fine, I get it. That truck has been parked behind the dressing rooms since 2 days ago. And the balloon and basket are still inside. Is there a problem?
Problem, he says. Problem, he says, with the trolliest troll face. There's no problem. I simply wanted to express my thanks for that piece of testimony. So the truck was parked here for the past 2 days. That was exactly what I wanted to hear, Mr. Keys.
May I continue? So then, regarding the balloon.
How is this even the same guy? Like, where did the monkey even go, man?
That photo must have been taken when I passed.
You'll pass soon when I'm done with you. That's right. Rotting away in jail for how long? Like this guy. Okay, so he's not... He technically isn't responsible for the death of Miles' father. But, you know, in a way he accidentally is for getting kidnapped. You're saying it was simply a coincidence that you were photographed near the tower?
Ah, I get it. I know how you operate now, Mr. Edgeworth. You'll insist that a coincidence is impossible until you get your way. When you say it like that, everything will inevitably go your way. Ah, scary!
Oh god, his face! I love it! This guy is unhinged!
You're wrong! Mr. Edgeworth isn't like that. Well, not anymore. I mean, he used to be, but then he met Phoenix Wright.
That's quite enough, Kay.
Alright.
Kay, calm down. He's only trying to provoke an emotional response. He intends to goad us into losing our focus in order to derail the topic at hand. Now, why do you think he would do that?
Because he's a clown? No, I mean because he's trying to hide something, I guess.
Exactly, Kay. We must not let up on him. However, we must continue to keep our composure. Understand?
Yep, so Simon, allow me as the assistant to ask you a question. When you passed by the Grand Tower at that precise moment, was it really just a coincidence?
Kay, he's just gonna say no.
We could have just left things at that. But, for the sake of your assistant, I shall explain my reason for being there. I often fly around that area for advertising.
So, in addition to advertising with the balloon, maintaining the balloon is also your job? Am I wrong? I can't get enough of this juggling animation. Like, not only the smug asshole face he's got on, like, I know exactly what energy that is. Hold on. I'm searching for a very specific phrase, and I think I might... Yeah! Oh my god, I found the actual picture I was looking for. Metal Gear Rising. Same energy right there. You know what people in the Metal Gear community call this face? They call it the shit-eating grin. You search for it, you find this guy. Same person, same picture.
You're a real stickler for the details, you know? Yeah, that's right. Ask the boss if you want. Right, boss? Yep. Simon is in charge of cleaning and fixing all this stuff with the balloon. I don't think anyone besides Simon has used the balloon for a while now.
That confirms he was the one riding the balloon in the photo taken 2 days ago. However, if he is the mastermind, he must have used it today as well. Am I able to prove that?
Looks like you're deep in thought. Is it really that hard to comprehend? Hot air balloons fly in the sky. And in other news, the sky is blue and the grass is green.
Oh, Blade, well, come on in. Look at these squirrels. They're juggling.
There's nothing unusual about that, right?
I wonder about that. You flew the balloon in the middle of the night, eerily close to a certain other incident. Would you say there's nothing strange about that as well?
What I'm wondering is, do I even have any evidence that actually indicts him specifically?
That proves that the balloon is related to kidnapping Kay and doing something with the president's body double? Would you say there's nothing strange about that as well?
Mr. Edgeworth, isn't that like a really leading question? Won't you please stop being such a naughty prosecutor? It's kind of a downer. It's a clown shot to put smiles on people's faces after all.
He ducks and weaves around my questions skillfully. Very well. In that case, I will simply have to make use of a more direct attack. Let's go. Logic chess in the middle of a testimony. Will that really? I don't think that happens, but that would have been so cool. We still don't know much about the balloon. In any case, I must draw out more information. Simon in that clown makeup. He's just a different person now. Different person than he was 5 seconds ago. Or maybe now he shows his true colors. Alright, so the important pieces of information we have is that Simon was in the balloon, is the only person that could use the balloon. But at the same time, we have evidence that shows he did use the balloon outside of that window yesterday. That evidence would be the recording from Nicole Swift. Do I have that? Yes, I do. Intercepted from the bug that was planned on K. Well, I think that's still it though, because it recorded the sound of Mozilla breathing fire. Let's see. Photo must have been taken when the balloon eye passed near the building. That is 2 nights ago, because that was the night of Kay's kidnapping. But oh boy, which statement is the one I actually have to... Here, because it's making a claim about when the last time he used the balloon was. If I cross that with the recording that Nicole got... No? Okay, what other evidence do I have that Mr. Keys used the balloon?
Well, what about it, Mr. Edgeworth?
Don't you understand the significance of this piece of evidence?
No, I don't get it. Well, you don't get it either, do you, Mr. Edgeworth?
So it wasn't this. Alright, let's look at the evidence again. He's sterner and less goofy. Like, yeah, that was the point, Blade. He literally changed his character as soon as we started to get onto him. We confronted him. He was his normal goofy self with his hair all up. And then he had this whole Snow White summoning the animals moment. But then he treats these animals like crap. What else do we got? Let's see. I have all this evidence. This is what happens in Phoenix Wright games. You collect all this evidence from 12 years ago, 18 years ago, and it clutters your inventory. What else do we got?
This guy's creeping me out, Scoob.
Does it have anything to do with the truck being blue? Because that might be the same truck. Ba 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 ba. We know he used the Sleepy ZZD on Kay and John. Simon Keys, you won't get the better of me.
Attaboy, Mr. Edgeworth. Steal the truth for great justice.
Move Zig. Move Zig. You know what you're doing. Maybe I have to press things twice. For some reason, Edgeworth is still a little unsure of himself. Let's boom launch for this tent. Use the truck. Cannot overlook this piece of testimony. This is a little bit of a stretch because we can't prove it, but I have a feeling that the blue truck and his truck are one and the same. The blue in a basket. The only thing that... The evidence we have to prove that is the fact that there is a basket in the truck. I think it is. I think it is. Alright, let's do that. There you go. Hello, Peter. I would like to report animal abuse in this game. No, Miku, don't do that. Then we'll never get it localized. That must be why I never came to the West. It's so horrifying. The truck that you put the balloon into, was it blue by any chance? Blue? So what if it is? Today we saw a blue truck carrying a large basket. If that truck just so happened to be yours, then your claim that you last used it 2 days ago becomes a lie. Oh, cool. The whole gang's here. Even Emo. Agent Lang. Emma.
Mr. Edgeworth, I finally found you. I've been searching for you ever since that incident yesterday. I dashed right over after Kay contacted me just a little while ago.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, the thing you were looking for? I found it. The Philosopher's Stone. We searched for it. It was placed in a blue truck at the dressing room parking lot. Well, we have it now. We knew that, though. He just told us. A blue truck? As I suspected. That truck is, without a doubt, the one I saw today.
Objection.
You have an objection? You have an objection? And you sound like a dude? That doesn't sound like Shaggy. No. You know, I need to record over that voice clip, inject it into the ROM. He sounds like, objection! Scoob, there are a number of blue trucks out there, you know? Who's to say you're not mistaking it for a different one? It's definitely that one. I got a good look at it.
Objection.
Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, was that?
It wasn't me. What? Huh? Okay. Words have no strength without evidence to back them up. He's an impressionist too? Uh-oh.
Huh? That's Mr. Edgeworth's voice.
Evidence. Present evidence. I'm Edgeworth. Look at me. Ooh, I've got classy fever. I never said that. Oh, do you not, Edgeworth? Do you not? I am the clown here. What does that mean for you? Do I have any evidence to prove that this was the truck I saw today? Why didn't we write down the license plate?
Huh? What's wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck?
The truck's body is cold to the touch. It seems to have been parked here for some time.
You can figure all that out just by touching it?
I fixed it, by the way. The objects don't throw all at once anymore. Now they take a while. Especially with the 100. But yeah. I'm kind of glad that we skipped over, like, anything like Simon just broadly denying that he did anything wrong. Just like mano y mano, he knows he's in a corner, so he will do everything he can to object. Only because I've been doing that kind of thing in Ace Attorney for years and years and years and games and games and games. So like, if we had a part where Simon was just playing dumb, it would have done nothing but stall for time, really. At least, you know, that's my sentiment after playing Ace Attorney Investigations 1 with all that. So I think it fits for this game. What can prove that this is the truck that I saw? Looking for blood stains, dusting for fingerprints using a metal detector. I mean, was there any blood around the truck at any point? They drugged Kay, so no blood there. They drugged John, so no blood there. Fingerprints? Like, we can't prove that the truck that was out there before. Oh, wait! No, I touched it! I touched it! You have to look for my fingerprints! I'd like to dust the truck for fingerprints. Huh? Fingerprints? Like what for? I don't see any point in that. A certain person's fingerprints should be left on this truck. And these fingerprints will prove that this truck was parked in front of the Grand Tower today. Whose fingerprints prove this truck was in front of the tower? Mine. Miles's. Miles. Imagine if you forgot that Edgeworth's name was Miles. Edgeworth? Your fingerprints? Indeed. Earlier today, I touched a truck at the plaza in front of the Grand Tower. I'd like to dust for my prints. Emma, might I request a scientific investigation?
That's what I'm here for. Just leave it to me.
Oh, did we get the, yeah! We get to do the whole DS microphone shebang.
All right, we're all set. Go ahead, Mr. Edgeworth.
Wait, you want me to do it?
Of course. Who else but Mr. Edgeworth would be up to the task? Here, I'll show you how it's done.
Look at that, it's like we're playing Rise from the Ashes all over again. Alright then. You're the scientist, why don't you just do it yourself?
First, we sprinkle some aluminum powder over the area you want to investigate.
I am getting a tutorial this late into the game.
Like this.
Oh good, I have to touch the touchscreen. Touch the screen to sprinkle the aluminum powder.
The powder will adhere to the fingerprints, so once you sprinkle enough, you blow it away.
Blow it away?
Yeah, just blow on it with your breath. Whoosh.
With your real life breath. Oh. Blow the powder away by blowing into the microphone. I hope there's a button that does it.
Got it?
Yes, I think so. I guess we'll do it for real this time.
Just so you know, the key point is to sprinkle the powder all over.
Yeah, I know. Let me change something real quick. Ha! Okay, so confirmed it is not reading the microphone input. Don't worry, I have ways to do this. Maybe a button? Don't worry, I have an idea. Don't worry, I have an idea. Don't worry. I'm just trying to make sure it works, you know? I think with any dust left behind, as long as there's any dust on the screen, the microphone will still like blow it away. Hold on. It's not covered in enough nondescript white powder. Hold on, wait. Hold on. There's still a couple of spots. Hold on. Isn't it bad luck to spill salt? As long as you throw it over your shoulder, it'll be fine. All right, Melon DS, save me from this. It worked before. The microphone worked once. Audio settings. Low noise. Go. How do I... Wait a minute. Maybe I need to press a hotkey? Microphone. Oh, okay. Microphone, map it to L2. Yeah! It worked!
Oh, maybe that's... Huh.
Also, I'm echoing.
Is that why... Oh, is that why microphone hasn't been working this entire game?
Oh, I'm thinking about something. Let me try something else too.
We got it working, y'all. We did it, Reddit. We got one. That's a nice, clean fingerprint.
You know, I just used half of the police force's aluminum budget. Let's run the prints against mine post-haste.
All right, just leave it to me.
Syncraft, welcome. You're immediately joined to nondescript white powder. Yeah, that's Ace Attorney for you. Well, come on in.
These are definitely your fingerprints, Mr. Edgeworth.
Welcome to the finale of Ace Attorney Investigations 2, so... You know, if you don't mind spoilers for this game, then by all means, have a chill time. I think we're actually gonna finish this tonight. Well, it seems to me that we have proven your statement to be a lie.
Ah! Are you holding skinned rabbits?
Oh, you're just holding rabbits. That would have been horrifying. What were you doing when you were driving this truck around? Kind of wanted to play. Oh yeah, definitely. This is the end. The end. So like, don't pay no attention to what's on screen because we're in big spoiler town. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be playing more Ace Attorney in the future. So thanks for coming on by. I'm sorry it had to be like this. Yeah.
Just taking it for a ride. A joyride.
Kay was abducted 2 nights ago. Your balloon was sighted not far from the scene. After my 4th or 5th stream of this, you just looked up the ending? Miko looking for the spoilers right away. Well then. See, this is why I've been careful this entire game while I was putting up, like, the thumbnails for the YouTube videos. I dared not to ever look up any character's name at all. If I needed something for a thumbnail, I would crop it out of the capture myself by hand in Photoshop. Like, yeah, it would be easier to just find a sprite, but no. I knew it would be something like this. I look up a character that seemed nondescript and was, you know, a minor character in the second case. No, it turns out I'm doing a logic battle against them for the final entire freaking testimony of the game. How about that? Today, there was another kidnapping in which a garbage truck was used. And once again, your truck was seen nearby. Objection. This all sounds like nothing more than pure coincidence to me. The fact that my fingerprints are on your truck? When would I have ever had the opportunity, man? So, it was pure coincidence that you parked near 2 separate kidnappings? I doubt that. Plus, you straight up lied about not taking the car out. You were involved in both kidnappings, weren't you?
Isn't it a bit rash to automatically assume that the 2 kidnappings were connected?
Objection!
And what if I had evidence to prove that the 2 crimes were performed by the same culprit?
Oh! You're serious? I can't wait to hear this.
What did Kay and John's kidnapping have in common? The Sleepies is Okay, so if I've set this up right, this will actually work. Take that!
Take that!
Ooh! Oh, it only took me this long to figure out how the microphone on this emulator works. Let's freaking go! Let's freaking go! The Ace Attorney experience, baby! Kay was knocked out with a powerful sleeping drug. And a bottle of sleeping drugs was found lying in the place where John was confined. The contents of the bottle were a match with the drugs used on Kay.
Objection!
So that's all you got, huh? And here I was getting my hopes up. So the same sleeping drugs were used. So what? You think that connects the 2 incidents? Surely you must realize it yourself. That doesn't prove a thing.
There must be something. Oop! My bluff, it's been found out. Evidence that proves that he's connected to those cases.
The police, prosecutors, and even you, Mr. Edgeworth. In the end, You're all the same. You make up evidence as you see fit, just so you can send some poor soul to prison. Isn't there someone like that here? A poor soul who was wrongly accused in the past?
Me. Sir? Sir, me. I was accused in the past, and now I see the truth. You're wrong. Who would do such a thing?
Objection!
Then show me the evidence. If you're gonna accuse me of a crime. It's only natural.
It's no use. I can't seem to find any other threads linking him to the kidnappings.
Now then, have you finally run out of ammo, Mr. Edgeworth? I still have preparations to make at the circus. So if you'll excuse me...
Objection!
Was that actually Ray? It was actually Ray. Good, good. Now that I know that we got a voice impressionist here, I can't trust any voice lines.
Now, you two. No need to get so heated. And Simon, you're looking good in that clown makeup. It really suits you. Hey, what's your deal? Don't just butt in like that. Uncle Ray's not so good in such a stiff environment. I mean, why so serious, right? Why so serious? Want to know how I got these scars? What scars? Exactly. Hey, Kay, how about a little trick? At last, my moment has arrived. The Great Kay Faraday presents a Simon impression.
Oh, let's hear it, Kay. Let's make fun of him.
Oh, yeah, kid. Oh, I'm Simon. I let a monkey control and pull my hair like Ratatouille, but I don't want to get sued by Disney. Oh.
What? Why you? I don't sound anything like that. Enough already. Psst. Hey, Miles. I'm buying you some time to get all your ducks in a row.
I don't own any ducks. I have some chickens.
I mean, get it together, Ray. Edgeworth, I'm Ray. There's probably a better way to stop for time than this, but whatevs. Woo, nice. Woo! Nice one, Kay.
I'm not so sure about this method either. We'll take what we can get, Edgeworth. Gumshoe's a little preoccupied at the moment. But I have to find something that connects Simon to the case. And I need to find it now. What, am I gonna leave and investigate right now? Is there evidence not related to the kidnapping that's connected to the mastermind's identity? Look through my organizer. See whatever evidence I've not used. Also, anything dealing with Dogen. That's it! The mastermind is the same person as the young acolyte Dogen was looking for. If I can just connect the young acolyte to Simon. That's what all the evidence I've had so far does, really. Which piece of evidence could be connected with the mastermind's true identity? Well, first of all... Ooh, can I look at the lion balloon in 3D? No, I was hoping, though. This says the energy of the dance-off at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy.
What are you doing? Distracting you.
Let's see. Anything that connects with the mastermind's true identity. So we have multiple ways to go about this. We have things that say, hey, you were the kid from 12 years ago that started the fire. We could also say... But it doesn't really connect it to him. I think that's what they want. They want me to find evidence that connects Simon specifically with being the acolyte from 12 years ago. Does this have anything to do with Simon? He made it, he drew it, but there's nothing that proves it was made by Simon. Oh yeah, just turn it over. It says, drawn by Simon, age 12. If only. Dun 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 dun. Oh, wait a minute. There was something about there being a middleman.
Yeah,
Yeah, someone retyping Dogen's letters. It had to be someone who knew Knightley and knew Dogen. And that only person is Simon. I'm gonna try this. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Wow, it doesn't work anymore. Take that. Take that. Mata. Kurae. Take that. Take that. It worked once! It worked once! What is this? Take that! Hold on, let me check something real quick. Audio settings. Now that's external microphone. Input settings. I'm confused. Take that! Take that! Okay, you know what? It worked once. It worked twice overall. I'm good with that.
Knightley and Dogen both communicated through a certain individual. Oh, then that somebody must be the mastermind behind the case.
Why is Dogen so willing to throw his acolyte under the bus, though?
That's it. The mastermind played a role in the correspondence chess. If I can prove that it was Simon, then...
That's enough. I can't stomach any more of your sorry excuse for a performance. If you have no more objections, then I ask that you let me get back to preparing for the show.
Thank you for the help, Mr. Shields.
Though you may have taken it a little too far.
You sure look happy. I take it you found something?
Look at me, I'm Simon. Simon's the clown. The funny, funny clown.
Okay, Kay, that's a German accent. Now you're trying to impersonate Franziska. Okay, you can stop now. Thank you, though. Thank you, Kay. Thank you for this intermission. Now then, Mr. Keys. Do you happen to like chess? If we transition into a logic chess right now, I swear. I kind of want it to happen, though. I want it to happen. Also, Malkins, welcome. Hammy, welcome. Shadow Storm Strider, welcome, welcome. I got the microphone to work once.
Huh. That was rather out of the blue. But since you asked, I can't say that I dislike chess.
The mastermind played correspondence chess with Sir Dogen.
If I recall, it was Knightley who had been playing chess with Dogen, wasn't it? Are you saying that he was the mastermind?
Alright, Kay, now do an Edgeworth impression.
Oh, I am Edgeworth. I don't know how to object because I have no evidence.
Okay. Alright, how about, Kay, you do a Franziska impression?
Hello, I am Franziska von Karma.
Okay, why wouldn't you do a German accent for that one?
This is my German accent. Look at me, I'm so German. Schnitzel. Pretzels.
Okay, Kay, just stop. Just stop. There was no way Knightley could have been the mastermind. The reason being, the mastermind had continued to work behind the scenes even after Knightley's death. That being the case, who could have written this letter? I believe someone acted as the middleman between Dogen and Knightley.
So you're saying that you think I'm the middleman? And just why would I have to go through all that trouble and do something like that?
Most likely to make it appear as if there was a connection between Knightley and Dogen. And as a result, Knightley was killed by Patricia Rowland.
I forgot.
Yeah, that was the only motivation that Patricia had. Just because she hates him for all those years ago. And yet he was just caught in the crossfire. Wow, Simon, you would throw your own best friend under the bus just for that.
No way! Are you saying it was all set up so that he would be killed by her?
What are you saying? There's no way I can manipulate a person that far. Animals, though, different story. Look at me! Look at me, Arnold! Look at me! I'm a big
ugly clown, no. A big fat ugly clown, no. It all takes all I have just to get the animals to perform tricks.
If only just a scrap of the letters he exchanged with Knightley still remained. It'd be decisive evidence.
I'd like to investigate your room.
There could be decisive... Of course he's not gonna let you do that, Edgeworth. If it's the letters you're looking for, you won't find any in there.
What?
I'm the type of guy who throws his letters away as soon as he's done reading them. Burn them up, you won't find a single trace. Where's the point in living in the past?
Ugh. Does that mean he's already gotten rid of the evidence?
Mr. Edgeworth, everything you said so far has been nothing more than baseless conjecture.
The evidence. I'm just one step behind it. What should I do? Am I all of the moves?
Castle. Without evidence, I won't allow you to cast doubt on my friendship with Knightley.
Who was that? Seriously, Larry Butts, something smells? Could you imagine?
Excuse me.
Miss Barry, what's on your mind?
I swear though, if Larry showed up, actually it'd be not too bad because then I don't do the regular Shaggy voice for Simon anymore anyway.
I've been listening in on what y'all were saying, and, when you say Mr. Knightley, you mean Simon's friend, Mr. Knightley, right?
Oh, Regina, give us your testimony. Does he know how to write Braille? Yes, that's correct.
Does she know something?
It's like he's playing chess, but with 2 moves for my 1. That's cheating, mate.
This morning, a letter arrived from Mr. Knightley. It was for Simon.
Mr. Knightley is dead. How? What? Oh! Of course! Oh, Dogen must be sending his letters out of jail under Knightley's name! So that way Regina wouldn't think he's playing chess getting letters from a criminal. Oh, that's what they're doing. What?
What did you say?
But that's impossible. Knightley's already Shinderu.
Miss Berry, please, let me see that letter.
Okay, here you go.
It's got Knightley's seal and everything.
Quick, open it.
This is a correspondence chess letter. Next move. Move the pawn to g6. Now, can you see the path to checkmate? I can't wait to see the look on your face. You weren't expecting to lose against me. No, wait, this is from Knightley. Oh, it just took a while to get to him. Because Knightley thinks he was playing with Simon, but Simon was actually forwarding his letters to Dogen. So, okay, this is it. This is a correspondence chess letter.
This is the response to Dogen's last move. Now, can you see the path to checkmate? I can't wait to see the look on your face. You weren't expecting to lose at chess against me, right?
The postmark says March 26th. That's a while ago now. It's April 6th. The day before Knightley's death. It seems the letter arrived late. Yeah, you know, that's the most realistic thing I've seen all game. The USPS in Los Angeles sending a letter so late. From LA to LA. Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
Since the circus moves around so much, a lot of the mail people send us arrive late.
Now, why was the letter addressed to you? Got an answer for that, Mr. Gene Simmons' tongue over there? Ah! This is proof that you were the middleman between Dogen and Knightley. Normally, you would transcribe the letter into Braille before sending it to Dogen. And in doing so, you created a connection between him and Knightley.
Damn it! Curse you, Knightley! Why must you continue to interfere?
Simon! Why? Wasn't Knightley your only friend?
Your only scapegoat. Trust nobody, not even yourself. I mean, you know, Now I see them being friends. Knightley plotting to kill, to become the ultimate bodyguard, but also trying to kill the president of Zhangfa. Simon also being a serial killer. They're just like two peas in a pod. Two peas in a bloody murderous pod.
Ah, don't be ridiculous. I stopped thinking of him as a friend 18 years ago.
18 years ago? Would that have been the day of the IS-7 incident?
IS who to what now?
Was it almost Christmas?
Yeah, it was almost Christmas.
Yes, then it was the IS-7 incident.
Thanks to Knightley, I nearly died that day in the snowstorm.
Well, that's not his fault.
While I was on my way to the contest venue, where my father was waiting, Knightley suddenly appeared. He held me down, tied up my hands and feet, and with tears streaming down his face, he kept apologizing. My dad's too scary. I can't disobey him. Please forgive me. I'm sorry.
Stop it, Horace! I promised my dad! I said I'd taste his desserts! If I'm not there, Dad will be in trouble! I'm gonna let everyone know! My dad's desserts are the best in the world!
After that, he locked us inside a car. It was so cold, I could see my own breath.
Wait, so the one on the left is Simon? I thought the one on the right was, maybe? It's so hard to tell now.
Before we knew it, the doors had frozen shut, and not even he could get them open.
And on that day, he didn't even know. Frickin' young Knightley didn't even know that his dad died.
And then, I lost my father.
What?
Your father? Horace Knightley was the son of the murderer who killed my father.
Knightley was the son. Oh, Simon's dad is Isaac. Okay, for some reason I assumed that he was Gustavia's son.
What could this mean? Confession runs contrary to the information we have.
Yeah, okay, I'm not just the only one confused. That really is opposite to how we thought of it. But the name of the victim in the IS-7 incident was Isaac Dover. You don't think Gustavia took Isaac's identity?
Isaac Dover is my father's name. 18 years ago, my memories were muddled from the shock of my near-death experience. So it wasn't until later that I learned the truth. On that day, my father was murdered.
Unless he was lied to? The culprit of the IS-7 incident was a confectioner by the name of Dane Gustavia.
So that was the name of Knightley's father. That low-life scum of the earth killed my father. Just the thought of it makes me sick.
So you knew who the culprit was all along?
Ha! Of course not. Had I known, I would have tipped off the police a long time ago. All I knew was that Knightley's father was trying to set up my own father. That's why I immediately knew that one who died that day was my dad. Knightley had a hand in my father's murder. That traitor! He was the son of a killer! It only is natural that he ended up dead.
It would appear that you are a victim of a very, very serious misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? Just what are you talking about?
Isaac Dover. At the time, he was actively working as a sculptor in France, under the name Pierre Hoquet.
Is that right? Well, I'm sorry to say, I don't remember that at all.
It's only natural you don't remember. After all, he's not your real father.
Huh? What? Is that supposed to be a joke? I am not amused.
Oh no! Oh no! He got his friend killed because he believed his own lie! Oh! He's actually Gustavia's son. That's what we thought. That's what we knew. You won't be able to laugh at all once I reveal the truth to you. This piece of evidence proves that you are not Isaac Dover's son. Wait, what do I actually have? Do I have the picture? I didn't think I did. Squidgy Butt, welcome on in. How's it going, y'all? Dun, 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 dun. He's gotten his own mistaken identity. Mistaken with the person he left for dead. Now that is depressing. Alright, what? We don't have that much evidence that actually relates. Unless it's the fact, okay, I think we have to prove that Knightley is Isaac Dover's son, because he had the ring. So, last stream I considered like, okay, maybe Simon gave the ring to Knightley. It went back and forth in my head. But it's this. Knightley is his son. What's that? Isn't that Knightley's chessboard and his ring? I want you to take a good look at this ring's design. Yes, it says HQ. There are 2 letters inscribed in it. That is the seal Pierre Hoquet used as his signature. 18 years ago, it was found lying near the body of Isaac Dover. Why would Knightley have my father's memento with him? The police had found Isaac Dover's son and gave it to him. Isaac Dover's real son is Horace Knightley. What? Well, that means In other words, you are Dayton Gustavia's son. That's a lie! After all, I don't know. According to that flashback, it looked like Knightley was the one who was tied up. My memories are... I lost my father because Knightley locked me up in the car. That's why I thought it would be fitting if he was killed as well. Really? I'll be able to see a circus show, even in prison? I enjoy playing chess with you, but I'm looking forward to your performance as well. Yeah, please look forward to it. All right, you better drop by again. I'll be thinking about my next move. Oh yeah, I left something special inside the chessboard for you. You should, check it out later. Something special? I'm not quite sure what you mean, but thanks. I owe you one, Simon. If only you hadn't stopped me 18 years ago, it wouldn't have had to come to this. Huh? Did you say something? Nope, not a word. Goodbye, Horace. After all that, you're saying it was my father who killed Knightley's? You can't even remember who your father is and you feel like you want to have revenge for him? That's honestly a little messed up. And that means, was it all for nothing? I didn't want to become some weakling who could be killed by anyone. That's why I thought I'd follow in Mr. Dogan's footsteps. Miles be like, I'm about to end this man's whole career. Or, kick-started as a clown in jail. Or on death row. One of those. Truly tragic. This finally proves it. Simon Keyes, you are Dogan's correspondence chess partner. And the mastermind behind this case. That's right. It was me.
I'm the mastermind behind it all.
What is this song? Yo, when did we become Professor Layton all of a sudden? Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, you know, he'll meet up with Von Karma and Hack and perform magic tricks for him. That amnesia. That PTSD amnesia.
He's finally showing his true colors.
Simon must have gotten his hair color from his mom. Like, who knows? It could all be just for the circus. We barely even see him. You know what? Every picture we've had of him as a kid was with, like, black and white photo. So, yeah. Who knows what his natural hair color is? As you all know, I witnessed the incident 12 years ago.
President Huang's assassination. So, the child who drew that picture was Simon Keyes?
When I was found out, I was subjected to horrible interrogations over and over by that heartless Patricia. I'd spend the nights trembling in my bed, terrified of what the next day would bring. I'm sure you can understand why I'd want to sneak out of there, right?
However, Blaze would have likely sent pursuers after you. That one photo from them in kindergarten? Well, it's hard to tell because I don't have the photo. I remember it being black and white. You're talking about with them with their dads, right? I'm pretty sure that was black and white. Or maybe it was just black and white when we saw it just now.
Exactly. I was on the run from them every waking moment. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I couldn't even sleep at night. I'd jump at the slightest noise.
Probably was in color, but they showed it to me a couple of minutes ago and it was in black and white. Or I'm just colorblind. Wine Rib, thanks for the 6th.
And that's why I became a circus performer. Blaze the Best was the chief prosecutor, and Patricia Rowland was the warden of the prison. No ordinary person would be a match for those two, and there were no adults I could rely on.
He awakened his persona, dude.
Furthermore, behind the scenes was the body double who had set those two in motion. Though he was a fake, I was up against the nation's president. Talk about utter despair, right? My only ally was Mr. Dogan. He saved my life after all. He actually helped me out, unlike Knightley.
If this story is true, it's ironic. Dogan, the fiendish assassin, was idolized by the child he saved.
If I followed in his footsteps, I'd no longer have to worry about it being eaten alive. That's right. Now it's my turn. My turn to devour those who would feed upon me.
And I suppose you never thought to seek help from the police? He's too far gone for that now.
No way, no way. As long as Blaze was around, any evidence would be destroyed by him. Actually, didn't something like that almost happen today during Patricia's trial? I knew from the very beginning that things would turn out like this.
The evidence from Patricia Rowland's trial. Though he's saying that he expected the evidence would be destroyed.
Look at this man. Also Dylan, welcome on in. We're in big spoiler time. Yeah, so you know, Big Bad Clown. That's pretty much it. This is all that's happened today. I came here to convert Simon Keyes, and he's giving me the runaround, as is usual of an Ace Attorney villain. But for once, he's getting right to the point. Thanks for the badge. I'll need it. I don't have my prosecutor's badge.
I see. So that's why you kidnapped John. To force a guilty verdict, even in the absence of evidence.
Objection! Who's to say? But in order to expose the crimes of 12 years ago, there's no other choice.
This accordion, though, like, dude, Professor Layton all the way.
That's according to you. However, Blaze also attempted to kidnap John in order to manipulate the trial in his favor.
Your methods are no different than those of the people you so despise.
Objection!
This is themes of Ace Attorney taking to its logical conclusion. Like, from our perspective as a defense or prosecutor, we always have to deal with corruption in the law from within the system of the law. We have to work within the system to fight against those who would corrupt it for their own gains, those who would purposely turn it into lies to fit their needs. But you got people like Simon over here who, like, yeah, he's absolutely a bad guy. But, like, to him it's justified because he's fighting corruption. But he isn't doing it for the truth. He isn't doing it to make the world better. He's doing it because it's in his way. And if he was a prosecutor, if he was the one in the law system, he'd be doing the same thing as Blaze the Best, just suiting his own needs.
That's only if I were actually the kidnapper. But I would never do anything so evil. No way, no way, no way. I just simply couldn't. Besides, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm actually quite thankful to the real criminals for giving me the opportunity to extract such sweet revenge.
So, you admit it. Your motive was revenge. You thought the badge was a cookie? I'd eat it. Looks delicious. I thought it was like chocolate covered in gold foil.
Yeah, I admit it. So what? Sure, I had a grudge against those creeps, but it's not like I'm the one who actually killed them, you know. Truth be told, all I did was send some letters. I let Jill in on Blaze's secrets, and let Blaze in on Jill's secrets. And then the two simply ended up trying to kill each other.
Is that a crime? Can we get him on something for that? Any charges? Impersonating other people? Maybe intercepting mail? You know, reading other people's mail is illegal. Yeah, that's it. That's how we get him. Like getting Al Capone for evading his taxes.
Do you mean to say the murder was nothing more than a result of that?
Yep, just like the case of Gourd Lake. It's way easier than trying to control wild animals.
Oh no. Oh no, what if we actually can't pin any actual crime on him? Like, if Blaze and Jill and whoever did what they did, is it really traceable to him? I mean, kinda, yeah? Probably? Like, he instigated it. There's gotta be a crime of something. Oh yeah, and he also did kidnapping. That's crime. That's definitely crime.
All I did was come up with a fake assassination plan for Knightley.
So that was also a part of his plan.
Him having an objection voice. I want to know what his Japanese "igiari" sounds like. If that's the case, then Rook's murder was also your...
Objection!
Whoa! Don't try to pin that on me. Knightley killed them all on his own. Well, it ended up creating the perfect opportunity for me. It's funny how things work out. How can you say such a thing? It was the same for Patricia Rowland. I made it look like there was a connection between Knightley and Dogen. By using the correspondence chess match and the chisel and the chessboard.
What? You mean to say that you were the one who prepared the chisel? I mean, that's the least surprising thing I've heard all day, Edgeworth. He was Dogen's acolyte. Of course he'd have the bell. Malkit is not sure if the proper statute of conspiracy to commit murder is in the Ace Attorney world, but it would be that and the 2 cases of kidnapping. Statute of conspiracy. I like that. I like that. That sounds very legal.
That's right. I thought it would bring Dogen to mind. Quite a thoughtful little gift. Wouldn't you agree? And that was all it took to get Patricia to murder Knightley. Oh, the feeling that everyone around you was an enemy. I know it all too well. The tiniest spark can set off an explosion of fear, resulting in horrific mutual destruction. All I did was watch the comedy of errors unfold from the audience. And you were my final thought, Mr. Edgeworth.
Pardon me. Don't listen to him, Edgeworth. Everybody knows you a king.
When you solved their cases, you brought both Blaze and Patricia to their ruin. And the weapon that delivered the coup de grace was your own logic.
I didn't solve those cases for your sake.
No, I know. You never really cared about saving me. You just wanted to pretend to be a defense attorney, didn't ya?
What did you?
All I had to do was go, no way, no way, no way, and act all scared. And you totally believed me. You were giving it all your all to save me.
So even your arrest was just a ploy to make me use my logic? My logic, my special logic that nobody else in this Ace Attorney world has? It's his gimmick.
To be fair, getting arrested wasn't part of the plan. When people began to suspect that the chisel I sent was the murder weapon, honestly, I broke out in a cold sweat. I thought for sure it would be the curtains for me.
So his plan, oh my goodness. Yeah, you know, all his plan was to get Knightley involved with Dogen. That's all he did. But then to have Knightley killed in a way that made it look like the chisel was the murder weapon, and I think it actually was, right? Oh, wait a minute. See, I like when Ace Attorney acknowledges this, that, you know, someone can come up with this whole Batman gambit to get somebody convicted with all this evidence surrounding them. But sometimes it doesn't go according to their plan. Oops, didn't think about that, did ya? Blu-ray-so missed the reveal. I mean, to be fair, Blu-ray-so, that was the end of the last stream. So, if you want to see that, go check out the VOD. Because, oh, no way, no way, no way! I was absolutely reeling from that. Because, look, I'm not gonna claim to be smart. The game is it just does such a good job at pointing you towards the truth from it being the only possibility that you go like, wait, who do we know that could have been a young boy 18 years ago? Sebastian? No, he was only 5. Whoa. He was actually like -1. But still, like, Simon? Well, you know. Look, the description even says mastermind behind it all. There's a reason he's involved in this case.
I thought for sure it'd be curtains for me. But then, a turnabout of miraculous proportions. The genius prosecutor himself had come to my rescue. Well, doesn't it feel nice to be thanked by me? The one that you saved. You should be grateful. I gave you this chance to play the Ace Attorney.
You're wrong. This is Ace Attorney Investigations. Gyakuten Kenji. He wasn't pretending to be a defense attorney. Mr. Edgeworth is always serious about saving people. Even the times when he saved me in the past.
Yay!
Is that so? Are you sure he's not just trying to emulate his own father? The one he admires so much?
How do you know about that?
Absolutely not.
Oh yeah, because he's been spying on us, yeah.
That's not true at all.
Now, okay.
Title drop.
The person he's talking about now isn't Miles, but rather Simon himself. Clearly, he's not able to trust others. The desire to save someone other than himself is something he cannot even comprehend.
That's what makes for a truly pathetic villain. The way that they believe with 100% certainty that their view of the situation is fact. The way that they have absolutely no way to comprehend that someone may be doing things out of the goodness of their own heart. That's their fatal mistake. Even if they calculated everything out, they couldn't calculate the size of my heart.
Say what you want, but make sure you think about it long and hard.
Sure, All my targets for revenge got what they deserved in the end.
However... Oh,
Dogen's knife was the murder weapon. The chisel made it appear that Dogen did not leave a connection for Patricia's eyes. Yeah. Okay. I'm just talking about what Simon literally just said, that, oh, once it looked like the chisel was the murder weapon. Or did he say knife? Investigating murder?
think about it. Can any one of my actions really be considered a crime? I instigated murder. There's not a single word about that in the letter, is there?
Yeah, no, I just have raids disabled right now because I don't want anybody to come in and be spoiled for the ending of Ace Attorney 2, Investigations 2. I do that whenever I'm, like, at the very end of a story game. Because many times I get raids from, like, people who immediately say, alright, I don't want spoilers, gotta dip. But imagine this, right here, on screen right now. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, even if they didn't mean to get spoiled at all. They just take one glance at this and then suddenly they know everything. So I'd be careful like that. It definitely happened when I played Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
If I had said the word kill even once, I guess it could be considered instigation. Well, maybe I did say it. Well, there's no way for you to prove it.
That's what you think.
What are you saying? You kidnapped me! I'm sorry, but that hasn't been proven yet, has it? The only thing I admitted to was sending the letters. That's... Besides, those letters contain no threats or coercions. I simply conveyed information. Information that each recipient would find beneficial.
Let's see. Glad that we could help. It's like killing two birds with one stone. Okay, well, he said the word kill, but that's not exactly kill. Revenge for 12 years ago. Maybe. Maybe. Da-da-da-da. You like that he looks more villainous for this? Even in the fact that he's wearing a clown outfit, I'm just getting, like, big Kefka vibes. You think maybe in Japan that evil clowns... Well, not in the sense of, like, it or anything like that. That's not what evil clowns... Like, I remember in Japan there was an interview with, I think the creator of ARMS, when they added that clown character, and he said something along the lines of, you know, clowns aren't seen as scary in Japan. I feel like I found a weakness to Westerners. But you think maybe because of Kefka, maybe jesters are seen as a little bit more villainous? I wonder.
Ugh, you crafty little...
Can we do something about it? What was it he said? Integrating murder?
Instigating murder is when a person directs someone else to commit murder. The person who directed the murder can be charged as if he committed the crime himself. Oh yeah, definitely a lot of legal situations lately that involve the word instigating.
So we just have to find proof that he directed those murders. You make it sound so easy. To be honest, it kind of pisses me off a little. You're all trying to frame an innocent person for murder. Don't you understand? I'm not obligated to waste any more time in this pointless discussion.
The police are waiting for you outside this tent. You have nowhere to run.
Really now? You think I wouldn't have an escape route prepared?
Is it the animals? Is like a flock of birds gonna carry you away like Pigeon Man from Hey Arnold?
For example, let's say I gave an order so that all the animals here attacked you.
I mean, half of them are in cages.
Now, what if I were to take my leave during the ensuing chaos?
Okay, they can attack Lang, but Lang just said you're surrounded by police on the outside. You still have to deal with them.
What'd you say? You
Can't be serious. It was just an example. Wouldn't that make for an interesting show? Here's another idea. What if I pulled out a hidden gun and I took John hostage?
Oh, yeah, that's a lot more dangerous.
That might be a bit more exciting.
I will never allow you to do such a thing! John, hurry, go home now! Don't let him do it.
I can't tell whether or not Simon is being serious. However, when it comes to him, we should consider anything a possibility.
He's not just a clown. He is the entire circus.
If you continue to bore me with your drivel, I'll end the show right here. I'd like you to keep that in mind before you make any baseless objections.
I cannot make any careless remarks. Isn't there some way I can charge him with his crimes?
Rebut all. Instigating murder. Ooh, is this one of those cases where if I press, I get a penalty? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I'm just going from Shaggy to Shaggy Kefka. You think he means the police would be too busy trying to do animal control with civvies in the mix? Maybe. It depends on how many police officers Lang has. Like, maybe he's just bluffing. He just has those, like, 3 people who are loyal to him. Because, like, it doesn't take an entire police force to deal with some animals. We also don't know how many animals there are. It's all hypothetical anyway. Can any one of my actions really be considered a crime? Actually, yes. I'm sure. I'm not a lawyer. And neither is Edgeworth, but I'm pretty sure a couple of those things are illegal. You incited others to commit murder, and they did so. If proof of that was established, you would be charged as if you yourself committed the murders. Is that how it works?
I know I heard it just a while ago, but what's the technical term again?
It's instigating murder, Kay. Blaze, Patricia Rowland, and Knightley. Their crimes are unforgivable, of course. However, the one who pulled the strings from behind the scenes and drove them all to murder was none other than you, Simon Keyes.
Mr. Edgeworth, you really do speak your mind freely. But you know, I instigated murder. There's not a single word about that in the letter, is there?
There's the word revenge. I think that might count. What animals? I mean, there's a gorilla and a tiger. There's even a bird in the cage. That's probably the most dangerous one. It can peck your eyes out, man. There's not a single word. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm getting penalized, thank goodness. The Ace Attorney does that sometimes. I'm not the biggest fan of when it happens, but I can enjoy it happening every now and then. As long as the game makes it absolutely clear that I only get my chance to press what looks important. Because that way it actually makes it easier. Just knowing that all I have is essentially what's on screen.
Oh, does that surprise you? You'd reach the same conclusion if you examined it.
Given his composure, I'd say he's not bluffing. Does this mean that every single word in his letters had been carefully calculated?
Well, I guess you could say this is like teaching a monkey to climb a tree. Unless you can somehow prove that I caused those murders, you got nothing on me. There you go, you can't accuse me of instigating murder. What a shame, Mr. Edgeworth.
What is it with clowns and Ace Attorney? It's like 2 out of 3 times you just can't trust them. Ba-da-do, ba-da-do. I know you instigated the murders. That's not what I meant to press.
Beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up.
Perhaps I should let you in on this, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I was the one who ordered Blaze to best to kill Jill Crane.
What? You told me yourself.
But you know, the funny thing is, it means absolutely nothing if you have no proof. I mean, there's no way I'd ever say something like that. No way, no way, no way.
That's certainly true. It means absolutely nothing if I can't prove it. If there was some evidence that could prove what he said over the phone.
Do I have a recording of it? Getting some food, no problem, Blade. Maybe you'll get some Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up, eat 'em up. A recording of what was intercepted from the bug that was planted on K. I actually have a recording of it. I don't remember what this tape recorder says exactly, but I do have evidence. Oh my god, he didn't know. He didn't know. He was listening. We were listening in on him listening in on us. Maybe you did say it. Did you or didn't you?
It doesn't really matter whether I did or didn't.
That's not what's important.
I'm sure you know full well, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no way to prove it. There's no way any proof could exist.
Until I find some sort of proof, my arguments are meaningless. Should I press him to draw out more information or review the evidence? At any rate, I must find some way to break through his defense. He confessed to me over the phone. He told me he had Blaze kill Miss Crane. If only there was some evidence that could prove what he said over the phone.
I can prove that that was said over the phone by the mastermind, but I have to prove that he's the mastermind as well. One step at a time. But when will these people I'm testimonying learn to never say, oh, there's no way?
Objection!
That's how I know it's the statement to present evidence to. It is my firm conviction that you instigated the murders. After all, you told me so yourself.
Perhaps I should let you in on this, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I was the one who ordered Blaze the Best to kill Jill Crane.
What? What?
Did I say that? I really don't remember.
He didn't remember so hard he was in a cave. You may think you can deceive us as much as you want, but unfortunately for you, you used a bug to eavesdrop on our conversations. But there was someone else who wiretapped that bug of yours and recorded the whole thing. That's right. That's right. I've got evidence. Evidence. Eat it up, eat it up, eat it up, eat it up. I've been hanging around K too long.
It was recorded.
In other words, the conversation between you and that clown is recorded on that tape. Langsy says, the schemer drowns in his own schemes, and this is what he meant. Miss Swift, I'd like to listen to your tape. And also make a copy of it, who knows what it'll do.
Roger. It's right about here.
Yeah, okay. Let me just bop to the Mozilla theme first. We need more dumb decisions that cause penalties that take up our health. Oh, you know, like telling Sebastian the Best that he's useless. Yeah, that was pretty good. I think that's the only one we needed in this game, though.
There's no way you can jump the Grand Canyon in order to prove my guilt, Mr. Defense Attorney. Hey, wait a minute. What are you doing with that motorcycle? Wait, you're setting up a ramp? Wait, stop!
You love it how in all the games you played, not one person has ever said, you know what? No, I won't add that statement to my testimony. Yeah, that's all they need to do. If anybody ever just shut up when questioned by Edgeworth or Phoenix, that's it. We can't get them on anything they say. It's usually because of the fact that they're in a court of law and the judge says, well, you know, if you don't talk, then, you know, no, the court orders you to talk. There's no way to refuse it. But in investigations, it's always because the villain has so much hubris that they can't help but spout their villain monologue to us. You know? Recording.
Mr. Edgeworth, Judge Courtney's cell phone is ringing.
Who is this? Are you the person who ambushed Kay?
Mr. Edgeworth, I want to listen in on this too.
Very well. This is where it starts.
Well, I must say, like,
That's odd. Nicole? Nicole? Tell me you made a backup?
What's wrong?
It got erased? Well, there ain't nothing recorded past this point. How did Simon get access to the recording?
Oh,
Why? Why wasn't it recorded? Too bad, so sad. Did you really think I'd leave behind any incriminating evidence? Nicole, why don't you use digital recordings? He probably had like a giant magnet or something. The bug I planted has a special feature. It can be turned on and off with a remote control. What? That sort of thing exists? Wait, then how did we hear? He was that careful, dude.
certainly remote-controlled listening devices do exist. However,
Are you saying that you switched off the device so that your own voice would not be recorded? Precisely!
impossible! You couldn't have done that unless you knew you were being recorded.
Isn't it obvious I knew? I guess you just don't get it. You could call it a hunch. I had a feeling I was being wiretapped. Miss Swift, was it? I figured things out because you knew about the kidnapping.
Don't tell me. Okay. Don't tell me. You were listening in on that conversation?
That's right. No, come to think of it, I'm surprised you didn't realize it until now. Some genius prosecutor you turned out to be, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh my. And what was the end result of all this? Since you don't have any proof of the instigation charges, it's game over.
Edgeworth devolved into grunting noises.
I think he's trying to ask for help. Mr. Prosecutor, was my recording no help to you at all? Ain't there something? Anything at all in my recording?
Miss Swift,
There's gotta be something. Hey,
Yes?
the bug was planted in your badge, right? Do you have any ideas?
How do you expect me to come up with an answer right off the top of my head? She had amnesia for like half of the day. You were the only one who came into contact with the culprit. How unsightly. You're all fussing over useless evidence. Let's move on to the next topic. Next!
what's this? He seems a bit eager to change the topic of conversation.
We got him. We got him on something. We just gotta drill a bit deeper. Let's go. Dan Evidan, save the day with your sexy hot pipe voice. Pipe voice? Your pipes and your voice.
You were the only one who came into contact with the culprit. We're flashbacking to literally 2 sentences ago.
Only Kay came into contact with Simon? Any sound was recorded at the time she was with the culprit.
Miss Swift, how long have you been recording?
Since 2 nights ago, I reckon.
How much tape does that use? 48 contiguous hours of recording, oh my.
Since 2 nights ago? In that case, when could a conversation with Simon possibly be recorded?
2 nights ago. At the Gordon Lake.
2 nights ago, Simon brought Kay to the roof. We listened to the recording from that time frame.
Miss Swift, please let us listen to the recording from 2 nights ago. Like, of course it's gonna be the one with the longest possible time period.
You wouldn't even thinking
Of someone tapping his wire from that point.
Huh? Okie dokie.
How much tape do you have? That's where all their budget goes.
This is
The sound of a hot air balloon?
That's right. At the time, Simon was carrying Kay in a hot air balloon. Ergo, he was near Kay.
Isn't there anything recorded?
Whoa, whoa, hey! Gunshot?
That was...
A gunshot? It seems you were quick to deactivate the bug. However, you were a little too late. You can't run anymore. That gunshot ties you to the case.
Huh? What are you saying? There's no gun involved in this case. Is there?
No. There should be someone who connected to the case who fired a gun. Let's strike with the evidence that points to that person.
Which piece of evidence connects the gunshot to the case? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So this is from 2 nights ago. This was the night that Jill Crane was killed. There was a gunshot? Hold on, we got this, we got this. We need evidence from today. What evidence from today? Not today, from 2 nights ago. John's practice video? I've got like 3 cases in my mind. Hold on. Friendly fire! Friendly fire! So, okay. Oh, right, the gun! Right, Diesel Hank fired a gun! I don't know how that's involved with the case, but it's the only thing we have that has anything to do with a gun. Take that! Take that! Take that! Take that! Take that! Kurae! 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 Kurae!
Take that!
Alex Skywin, how you doing? We're in the end of it. We're in the thick of it. Right here, right now. We're getting Simon Keys today. It's written right here in the body double's autopsy report. Gunpowder residue was detected on his right hand. Where was Kay at the time this gunshot was recorded? That's right. She was being carried to the roof of the Grand Tower in your balloon. And as it turns out, there were a few more people on that very same rooftop at the time. You mean the double and me? Oh, certainly. After we talked for a brief moment, the body double noticed something and had me leave before him. So that's why she left by herself. He was shooting at the balloon. Now, what if the gunshot rang out after that? Oh God, what if it shot Kay? We can clearly hear it in the recording. I doubt you wouldn't have noticed it. You intend to feign ignorance until the very end? That's nothing more than mere conjecture. What we heard on the recording was not just a gunshot. Bang and a clang. The sound that rang. Well, dang. If you listen closely, you can hear the bullet hitting something.
If the body double was aiming at Simon, then
the bullet may have struck which piece of evidence? The balloon? Is the balloon? The balloon is heavy. There's got to be metal pieces.
Take that!
The body double likely fired the gun at the balloon. If we assume that the bullet hit something, it would have been the balloon's basket. Is the basket made of metal?
Let's examine it immediately. Oh, we do get 3D.
Oh yeah. Oh look, there's a little gas canister in here. Let's see if it's got a hole in it. No, never mind. This has a hole in it. Hold on, let's look at the basket itself first.
There's a long rope all coiled up inside.
You must examine it closely for any signs of being cut by a bullet.
Got it. Mr. MIB, you start from that end.
Yeah. Nothing here or here. Nope, there's no sign of it being hit by a bullet.
There's nothing on this end either. I guess it didn't hit the rope.
Okay, let's not waste any time. On to the next spot. I just don't want to miss dialogue. I already saw the bullet hole. There's a gas tank here. It's attached to the basket.
I don't think we should be looking at this tank right now if a bullet had hit it.
That was 2 nights ago, Kay. We should be fine.
In fact, neither Simon nor I would still be here. We would have been blown sky high.
I am glad that fake Dijun Huang had bad aim. Let's look elsewhere then. Can I look at the basket itself? This basket needs to be examined from every angle. Please be thorough.
Yep, I'll start with this end.
Hey, you guys give him a hand.
Yes, Shifu.
Aw, nothing here. Did you guys find anything on your end?
Nothing at all. Not even a single speck of dust.
I expected as much. The sound made on impact sounded more metallic than anything the basket's woven material could produce.
Alright, I think that's all we can get out of fluff dialogue. Let's look at the hole. This hole!
It's a bullet hole!
A bullet hole was found in the basket. You won't be able to talk your way out of this one. How do you intend to explain the gunshot and bullet hole?
So you figured it out. You're good.
You're pretty good.
I guess it's impossible to hide anything from you.
You're pretty good. Spit it out already.
Okay. No need to be impatient.
How many more testimonies do we need? Simon, what does Simon say? I hope you're saying I'm guilty. Whoa, look at this animation. Viewing platform, Grand Tower.
It happened when I was riding the balloon to the rooftop. I saw the body double and you, Miss Courtney, on the roof. Talk about a surprise. Only the double noticed me. He told Miss Courtney to leave ahead of him.
Having a heart-to-heart with a man who wasn't even actually your son's father.
He then pointed a gun at me and fired. Why did he want to shoot down the balloon? It's simple. The body double had intended to kill Miss Courtney. Kill me?
Oh, yeah. Okay, why else would he have a gun on that night?
Because John, Courtney, they were the last links to old Dijun Wang.
Wow, okay. Everyone involved is an asshole. My God.
That's right. You talked to the double about John, didn't you? Well, it's not like the body double would have met with you otherwise. From his point of view, it was like showing him evidence that he was a fake.
You mean he was afraid of Judge Courtney because she knew about John's past?
Afraid? That's exactly right! That body double was a coward after all.
The cowardly lion. Oh yeah, he had a gun because there was a giant lion head coming his way. You know, he just had a gun all times. He was just that paranoid. He went through the Great Deduction. Garadeb and the maid. You know, I need to play Chronicles 1 again because I have only played the fan translation. I want to see what Capcom did with it. It's really weird playing a fan translation for 1 and then Chronicles for 2. It's like I had to remind myself who people were and like if their names had changed between the games. Thankfully, not that many actually. But besides that, good games.
I even remember how his hands were trembling when he fired the gun to my balloon. Are we all clear now? I was only there by chance. Just a friendly witness who was passing by.
Two nights ago. It's easier to count the number of good people involved. Edgeworth and Kay and Gumshoe, and Courtney, and Lang. That's it. Oh, Ray Shields? No. Okay, maybe Ray Shields. Sebastian? Oh, he's not even involved. He's just here. Around what time was that? I think it was around 11 p.m. John? He's a minor. He doesn't count. It should coincide with the time Miss Courtney and company were on the roof, right? Yes, it was indeed around that time.
There doesn't seem to be any contradictions. However, the time frame is important.
And it was at that moment. I saw the body double in you, Miss Courtney, on the roof. Talk about a surprise. Are you saying this rooftop rendezvous was beyond your expectations? There's no way I could have known about that beforehand. Well, once the dust settled, I could guess what would have happened, though. The double had intended to kill Miss Courtney. Hey, did you realize that?
No, I did not realize it.
It's because you were blabbing on and on about that kid.
But that's... Oh...
What kind of mother are you? Things have gone badly. Your kid might have died because of you. I'm your opponent, not her. Don't change the conversation.
Judge Courtney, I'd like you to please leave this to me.
My apologies, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh, goddess of law. Please watch over this man and grant him aid.
You're making me laugh. This lady didn't even notice the balloon. I wonder why. It's hard to not see a giant lion floating in the sky. Only the double noticed. She's a good mom. Don't you ever say otherwise, Simon, or I'm gonna have you thrown in jail for defamation charges. He had her leave ahead of him. Didn't you say the body double had planned to kill her? Maybe he thought it would be bad if someone saw this scene of the murder. At the time, no one knew that the president was a fake, right? Once he got the info on John, he'd be able to kill both mother and son whenever he wanted. Thank goodness he's dead. Now you're both safe. You should be happy. Whatever emotions you have toward that man, please put them aside until it's all over. For now, please continue your story. As you wish. And so, the cowardly body double must have panicked when an eyewitness suddenly appeared from the skies.
He then pointed a gun at me and fired.
The bullet struck the balloon's basket cleanly. I panicked and quickly tried to get away so he wouldn't shoot me down, but... Talk about a close call! You say you tried to get away right then? That's right. Is there a problem, officer? Problem? Problem, he says. Is there a problem with his statement? His statement stinks. I can smell it from here. It smells like Larry Butts. You must have placed Kay on the rooftop. You couldn't have gotten away before then, correct? Yeah, that's right. I forgot. After the body double fired one shot, he entered the hatch to the 51st floor. Is that really what happened? Then Kay would have bumped into him. I looked around for a bit, then landed on the roof. Okay, that does not sound like a smart move. When the guy who fired a gun at you is potentially lying in wait, yeah, land your balloon and make it harder for you to escape. Yeah, that's smart. Please add that statement to your testimony. Nah, I don't think I won't. Sure, I don't mind. You know what? What if I just don't? If I don't add testimony, you can't present evidence, right? Check in me, Mr. Edgeworth. I've taken away your chess pieces. You mean the hatch that leads to the hidden storeroom for the black market auction? Black market auction, huh? I don't really want to remember, but that was 2 days ago, right? We've done a lot in 2 days. Indeed. The black market auction was held on the 50th floor of the Grand Tower. A lot of people must have been coming and going through the storeroom during the incident. Indeed. If the double truly did enter the storeroom as Simon said, It's strange that no one noticed him. Is it that strange, though? All he had to do was put on a mask.
The problem here is when this incident occurred. If we know the precise moment, then a certain piece of evidence may come in handy. Eyewitness testimony from the balloon.
So that means if Simon hadn't come,
Judge Courtney would probably have been in danger.
so wouldn't that mean he saved her life?
The motive behind Mr. Keyes' actions was probably not so noble. After all, this man was there to commit a crime just like the fake president.
To expose his crimes, I'll need to listen carefully to his testimony. There must be an opening somewhere.
Oh, don't get Edward started on looking for openings. He'll find one. He'll find one and he'll poke it apart. With what, I'm not at liberty to say. Da-da-da-da. So that actually does check out. Wait, 11 p.m., 11:05. This was them coming in. I was riding the balloon to the rooftop. What did he say about 11 p.m.? Coincide with the time on the roof. Yeah, okay. That's true. And then, do we have anything that puts Kay's incident at a time at or around 11 p.m.? Do we know when the Mozilla doll had its recording? Does anything else in our inventory have time on it? John's practice video. What time? It doesn't say. Lana's testimony. 2 nights ago, the president never passed through the storeroom.
Objection!
Easy. No time required. Lana just said it didn't happen. Once again, you lied. Lied? Lied. I'm not gonna just stand here and watch you lie. Because I don't love the way that you do it. It's not alright. The body double could not have entered the storeroom on the 51st floor 2 nights ago. Miss Hart's testimony proves it.
What? How can you trust that sham journalist's testimony?
What did y'all say? Oh, you've angered the beast now. Lotto, I'll leave it to you.
You can't insult my mentor like that.
Clearly, it was the Blue Badger. What? 2 nights ago, that lady was staking out the 51st floor. Given that, just how did that body double leave the roof? It was brought down in the balloon. Indeed, that is what we must now prove.
If he did not use the elevator or the 51st floor to leave the roof, then only one route remains.
How did the body double leave the roof without using the elevator or the 51st floor? Balloon.
Take that!
The body double flew. Why you gotta say it like that, Edgeworth? You're just confusing everybody. You know, like flying over a burning bridge. I've seen it happen before. It's true.
Flew?
He jumped. Simon Keyes. He rode in your balloon.
Objection!
Giving him friendly ride.
Hey! Stop joking around, man! Why would I have needed to get the body double a lift?
Objection!
Simon Keyes, I'm saying you're full of hot air. The elevator had a security camera, and the 51st floor was being watched by Miss Hart. Your balloon was the only way the body double could have left the roof. Oh, we're in full Phoenix Wright mode right now. We're just saying because it's the only way it must have happened. But where's our proof?
At the circus, we often perform dangerous stunts in order to surprise the audience. You think you got me cornered? Sorry, but the show ends here.
What?
Hey, you. Lada, was it? I'd like to ask you something. Are you saying you stood watch on the 51st floor the entire time? Without any breaks?
Just say yes, Lotta. Just say yes.
Well, reckon course. There ain't no mistakes in my testimony.
Don't say that. Just say yes.
Really now? But then the sound of Mr. Edgeworth's assistant falling into the storeroom caused
cause you to faint.
Shit! He knows. That was the only time.
I ain't measured it before, but after that I might have dozed off a mite. To be more precise, I fainted. Or something like that.
So something did happen.
The one hole in our testimony. I was so sure we had him.
Miss Hart, I determined the sound that made you faint. It was likely the sound of Kay falling onto the storeroom floor.
Well, what's your point?
Nobody's perfect.
Look at her, Mr. Edgeworth.
That's the kind of person you're relying on.
Don't remind me. Kay fell into the storeroom after the body double had left the room.
In that case, I have a theory on how things happened. After that cowardly body double fired a shot at me, he went and hid in the shadows until Kay fell into the storeroom.
What?
So what if he was hiding?
Good grief, you guys still haven't noticed.
What if the body double stayed hidden until Lotta had fainted? And then he went down to the 51st floor.
That can't be. Precisely. The locked room mystery on the roof has been unlocked. Ah! Ah! Even said it in my voice.
But wait, there's more. I told the hidden body double about John Marsh. That's why he attacked John the next day during practice, but got himself killed instead.
Huh. What still doesn't make total sense to me is, was the fire that dropped the Mozilla head really an accident? That's what John thought. He's the only person with context about that. But what if it wasn't an accident? The only way this works, the only way we can bring Simon to justice, if he's the one that actually broke the legs on that table and dropped the Mozilla head. In other words, the one who murdered the body double was none other than John! One attack on John? Here, when he was practicing. Apparently, we saw it with the video analyzer. If you zoom in on that right area, it turns out Dijin Huang's just lurking. Well, body double Huang. So that, well, maybe an attack didn't actually happen, but that's what he was trying to do. That's why he was there. John had no motive to kill the body double.
He knew. He knew it was the real president's son.
And how would he have known that?
Because I told him so. In a letter.
What did you say?
That is a lie? Yep, it's all a lie.
Wait, what?
Huh? But then again, maybe not. Maybe I really did tell him. Right, John?
It's true that I caused Mozilla's head to fall.
But I didn't know about my dad until today. I'm not lying. Oh, really? I wonder about that. I found out about the head falling thanks to the bug. Now, if you were the one who caused it to fall, and the body double was crushed to death, that settles it. You're the culprit. You successfully carried out your revenge. Congratulations! All the pieces of the puzzle are now in place, as Mr. Edgeworth would say.
The logic fits. Now then, any rebuttals? I don't sound like that. I don't sound like that. The murder of the double. 3D chess right here. 4D logic chess. Illogic chess.
Manipulating humans into fighting with each other. Sounds just like me, right? I did the same thing to Knightley and Blaze. At any rate, there's no way the body double could have had a ride in front of my balloon. Gone for a ride in my balloon? The double was crushed by the monster's head, right? And who was it that caused the monster's head to fall? My sources, I made it the funk up. Do you understand now who the body double's real killer is? The truth that I provided them with gave them a big motive for murder. Get it? Those two tried to kill each other because of the truth you're so fond of.
Impossible!
Hey, you detectives over there, hurry up and arrest this murderer. Well, he's a child. Can't he at least just go to juvie? Edward, don't just give up. Hold on, wait a second. I've got something here. Also, thanks for the hydrate. There's something I can press, but I'm not sure if it's the right thing. Oh, there you go. My sources, I made it up. What's wrong? Why aren't you moving?
Damn!
I thought so. Just admit it. In the end, aren't you all the same as Blaze and the body double? You ignore the prime suspect and come after me without any evidence. How easily it can be distorted to best suit your needs. The lie y'all believe in. No. I'm not distorting the truth. I'm taking the evidence exactly how it is. The only difference is I'm bluffing to get there. Bluffing. Bluffing is different from lying. Bluffing is just that you believe it first. That is by no means true. Objection. Huh. If you're not gonna arrest anyone, maybe I should have a talk with the policeman outside. If I tell them that John Marsh is the killer, they'll be forced to take action. Love the twist. Oh my gosh. Don't worry about it, Wendy. You didn't even miss it tonight. I did that at the end of the stream last night, and oh boy, I saw the pieces fall into place one by one. Did I believe it at first? Of course not. I don't think anybody did, but that's the best part about it. Simon Keys, your testimony isn't over yet. Pig. Blade's got pizza. What pizza did you get? Really? I figured you'd try to stop me, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have any evidence, do you? Which means there's no chance for you to win, right? What if you still plan to stop me? You should be prepared to take on this much risk. Whoa! That's a lot. That's a lot of health bar.
Whoa! That much?
That much? Who is he to decide how much penalty I get, huh? Who is he to decide that whether or not... I'm not scared of him. I have no fear losing that much health. It is worth the truth. There's absolutely nothing that can stop me from seeking it out. You know, I'm absolutely gonna get it right. I'm not saving because I'm scared. I'm saving because I don't trust my emulator. It might crash, you know? It's Supreme Pizza. Perfect. Because we're dealing with a clown Supreme.
Oh, that much!
It's only natural. After all, the fate of the true culprit, John Marsh, is at stake here. Hey, Miles. Why don't you take a nice deep breath? Mr. Shields. Hey, I can make one mistake. That's all I need. At times like this, you should take a breather and think back. Defense attorneys always remain calm in a pinch and smile in the face of danger. The point of contention between your logic and his claims lies in the body double's escape route. How's about, for example, we think of it like this. What's important isn't whether or not the body double got on the balloon, but rather, if we were to assume he did, what circumstances would have allowed for that?
Turn my thinking around. Gyakuten my Saibot.
Even Sebastian could have seen through that lie. Doesn't matter, it was a different timeline. My dad! Well, all I'm doing is a cheap imitation of your old man. Objection! Did it help?
Circumstances that would have allowed the body double to get on the balloon. That's right. The body double not only had a large build, but he also had a gun. And in spite of that, no traces of sleeping drugs were found in his system. Which means it can't be.
He was already Shinderu?
Mr. Edgeworth, are you ready yet? I hope you haven't forgotten about this.
Yes, very impressive bar. Mine's bigger than the amount of damage that you would have done to me.
This is bad. I must break his testimony somehow.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So what, that's just the penalty I get if I present wrong evidence? At least that's not the penalty I get if I press. Wow, that was all one testimony, wasn't it? Manipulating people. Sounds like just like him, huh? Weedy saved some chicken nuggets from yesterday's company buffet. Just for the occasion. You know you gotta have chicken nuggets for tonight. Mm-hmm. The way they did Edward's dad. It's like you take everything about the DL6 case, every little tidbit that built up around Edward's personality, and yeah, it defined him and his character growth in Ace Attorney 1. But you add even more context to that in a way that doesn't seem like milking it, but rather adding more to it. It's so hard to pull off, and yet they frickin' did it. Capcom did it. I can safely say that this game may now be my single favorite Ace Attorney game, like as a single game by itself. So like Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, that works best as a 2-game kind of thing. It has to be as a 2-game thing though. Like taken by itself, like 2 relies on 1 too much, and 1 was just good. It was good, it was really good. But this, as a contained experience, every case intertwining so perfectly. Yeah, it's good. So you manipulated the body double and John to your will. You seem rather persistent about that, aren't you?
Very much so. I am an animal tamer after all. And isn't the greatest animal in the world? Man.
Maybe the greatest, the most dangerous game.
I just tell people the truth in order to help them get revenge. They should all be thanking me. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm kind of scared.
It's okay to be scared. He's a clown. I've dealt with clowns in the past, from this very circus, in fact. You should be scared of them. They were raised in West Cloudadelphia. Steel yourself, Kay. One who sows seeds of revenge is a jest. This is an opponent we must stop at all costs.
The sins of the past are scary, so scary. You'll never see your retribution coming.
I like to think that steal yourself is just like a catchphrase of the Steel Samurai, and Edward likes to repeat it every now and then to help inspire people. Like taking inspiration from Tokusatsu. Such a nerd. Field Team Leader, thanks for the follow. So you intend to insist that you were not directly involved to the very end?
Right. I never dirtied my own hands. I just like to watch. As they hate and kill each other, never realizing that they were being manipulated all along.
Spectating from afar, just like you did 12 years ago.
You mean the SS5 incident? That's so funny! If I remember correctly, all your father's hard work amounted to nothing. Wouldn't you normally call someone like that incompetent?
You! Agent Lang, restrain yourself. Damn it! We don't know the conclusion your father arrived at. I'd like to think Dai Long Lang actually did figure it out, but for the sake of the country of Zhangfa, he kept it under wraps. He left all the clues behind so that his son could figure it out years later when it became necessary. And here we are now. Another good dad. So many good dads in this game. Good parents, along with the bad ones. But see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So much of this game, just the theming just spills out of every hole, but yet feels natural all the same. This is how you do it. I don't know if it was just accident, but like tying parenthood and the theme of like finishing what your parents started, like that ties in with Ace Attorney so perfectly because it's always about solving the case from X years ago. Always. However, we are here now because we chased after his footsteps. Sorry to interrupt your little moment, but I don't believe that kind of idealism will solve anything. Besides, thanks for the hydrate. Ow. At any rate, there's no way a body double could have gone for a ride in my balloon. But what's your claim? That he wouldn't have done so willingly? What if he was already dead? Time of death, April 5th. Around 11 p.m. Around 11 p.m. So how was he crushed? Maybe he was dropped from a height? Like he grabbed onto the balloon and then he fell? So, you know, it's not that he was crushed by something, but rather he crushed into the ground. That's the only way the double could have gotten off the tower. Huh. Well, let's suppose that was the case. Even if I had carried the body double down. Double down? KFC? What's the problem with that? So you admit it. You did carry the body double. Maybe the balloon fell on him, but at the same time, like, there's no blood on the bottom of that. And also, that's a pretty slow landing. Let's not make a fuss over absurd opinions, Mr. Edgeworth. That's just not like you. You think the body double held me at gunpoint and asked me to go on a sightseeing joyride? There's no way that could have happened. No way, no way. And you know that full well, don't you? It's possible you negotiated with him by using the information about John as a bribe. DC Staccato, welcome on in. I'm doing good today. How about you? But he shot at me, remember? There's just no way we can negotiate. In that case, what if you used sleeping drugs and transported him while he was knocked out? Objection! Then allow me to ask, have they detected any traces of sleeping drugs from his body? It's no good. I can't find any openings. Maybe not sleeping drugs, but he did have the lilies. Pollen from lion lilies. Maybe he was allergic? Maybe lion lilies have a sort of like anesthetic property? Maybe. No openings. Ate chicken for dinner. You know what? That's the dinner tonight. Raise your hand if you ate chicken tonight. It feels like we had a lot. It's to celebrate my victory over this game, right? Hee. This game really do be special. Why are there so many parents leaving things unfinished? Because that's the thing. That's a theme of like stories and games in general, that like you have to atone for the sins of the father or whatnot, or you have to finish like what your father could not. You know, it happens in stories and movies again and again and again. You know, Tony Stark's dad being limited by the technology of his time. It's up to us to carry on legacy. It's up to us, the children of our parents, to finish what they started, to give them the peace. Either that they could not finish because of restrictions, or they just didn't have time, or who knows what. And you gotta carry that legacy of your entire family. It's genes. It's memes. Mr. Edgeworth, isn't there something more interesting we should be talking about? I don't know. Did you watch the Nintendo Direct? I hear there was a lot of farming. Maybe being a farmer would be a more apt job for you. Body double was crushed by the monster's head. Imitating the protagonist's voice, such a good shtick. It's funny that more I feel like it's surprising to me that more villains haven't done it. Yeah, and the fact that I do the voice acting means, wow, it sounds just like him.
Allow me to propose a question. Was the body double really crushed beneath the monster's head?
Objection.
For a genius prosecutor, you sure are quick to withdraw your previous statements. Weren't you the one who deduced that he was crushed by the monster's head to begin with?
Objection.
Facts can change, man. We just gotta get more information.
Indeed, I certainly came to that conclusion once before. However, that was when we knew of nothing else that was capable of crushing him to death.
Objection.
No. Why past tense? It's not like there's anything else now, you know. The body double was crushed to death by the monster's head. That's an unmistakable, unshakable fact.
Is there nothing else? Some decisive evidence that connects this man to the crushed president.
Now, unsightly, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you just stop this useless struggle? Besides, don't you already know who the culprit is, remember? And who was it that caused the monster's head to fall?
Certainly, the one who caused the monster's head to fall was John. However,
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, you know? What other villain in Ace Attorney impersonated people? Let's not talk about that too much, because some people in the chat haven't played through the whole series, but I'm just like... If the Mozilla head fell and crushed the body double, how'd John get it back on the roof? Oh no, yeah, we figured that out when we talked about it. It's able to be taken apart and brought back up piece by piece. So John just disassembled it and reassembled it on the roof. You know, like that episode of Drake and Josh where somehow they got a car on the roof of a school building and they're like, yeah, I just took it apart and put it back together.
Even John himself admits to that. Well then, doesn't that settle everything? Good job, guys! Case closed. The one who killed the double was John Marsh, and since the police just happened to be here...
no! Not yet! There's still room for further investigation.
Don't force yourself. Well then, tell me, what else is there to investigate? And if you can't, I want that kid arrested as soon as possible. You aren't going to overlook a crime, are you? Am I wrong? Mr. Edgeworth, what will we do? Is there really no hope left?
Think. If Mr. Keys killed the double, then the murder could only have occurred when the two met face to face. What he had with him at the time must be the real murder weapon.
Darn it! Does he intend to play innocent until the very end?
The body double's cause of death was rather unique. He was crushed under the monster's head.
Then the killer who would be John after all. Isn't there anything else that could have crushed the double?
Okay, now I'm thinking it has to be the hot air balloon, because there's literally nothing else he had with him.
Something else that could have crushed the body double?
Manipulating humans.
Oh wow, that was the entire thing. Alright, okay. Okay, so I'm seeing two possibilities to present to. Man, how many times have I presented this balloon? Either I present it to, there's no way he could have ridden in my balloon. Well, yeah, because he was riding on the bottom, flattened like a Looney Tunes character. Or, crushed by the monster's head, right? No, he was crushed by the balloon. Hold on, let me just save again. Hold on, let me just save, hold on a second. Hold on, wait, hold on a second. Now wait, hold on, wait, just hold on, wait a second. From save point. Case closed. No, you're not Detective Conan. Don't even. You don't see that save to save out too. Didn't happen. Objection! Objection!
Objection!
John was not the one who killed the body double. He was crushed by a monster.
Quit clowning around! This isn't like you at all. Oh, I get it. Since John is supposed to understand the heart of a monster.
The one who understands the heart of a monster is you.
Not even I have monsters for friends, you know.
Yeti! Stop being so modest. Didn't you have one very important friend? A monster you control at will. Simon Keys! You're the one who killed the body double!
That's...
Why is he surprised? I've been claiming this the whole time. The lion balloon? A monster made of cloth that expands when filled with hot air. It suits you quite well, wouldn't you agree?
Sorry, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
More menacing than Bowser's choice of ride. More menacing than Team Rocket's hot air balloon. Yeah, crushed by a giant meow. You have been fixated on your claim that you manipulated John and the body double. Probably because it's an impossible fantasy of yours. After all, even an animal tamer cannot tame the dead. The body double had already been murdered while he was on the roof. And the murder weapon was the balloon you were in.
Definitely knew. There was no way he would have gone willingly. He had to have died on that roof.
Nice, I see. Although it floats in the air, that balloon still weighs several hundred pounds.
And Simon said that much himself?
When the double threatened you on the rooftop, you immediately came up with a plan to defend yourself.
I mean, what else can you do? It's not... What? So what? The body double just let the balloon just land on him?
And that plan was to crush him with your balloon.
Balloons can't exactly land on a dime. Like, you gotta like turn off the heat and then you just gotta wait for it to naturally sink.
Whether the body double wanted to get on or that he was carrying a gun, none of that matters. Because what you carried in your balloon was the body double's corpse.
Murder! Hold on a second, Mr. Edgeworth. You're saying that the double was killed on the rooftop 2 nights ago? Well, that simply doesn't match up with the time of death.
What did you say?
Wait. April 5th. That says last night. Today's the 6th. What? Wait. Oh no, I looked at the time. I didn't look at the date. Maybe he was chilled somewhere? Someone is honking their horn outside my apartment.
What did you say?
Temperature affects the time of death estimated. That's not like you at all, Mr. Edgeworth. Take a good look at the autopsy report. The time of death was around 11 p.m. last night. Last night? That's right. The very night that Mozilla's head fell.
John, no, he's lying. Don't worry. I'll make the truth right.
Because I have anime power. You know, in the same way that Yugi... Did you know? You know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Every Millennium item had a power, right? Whether it's Millennium Eye seeing into the opponent's mind or Millennium... Was it Ring? No, Rod mind-controlling people? Yeah, it turns out the Millennium Puzzle's power was the power of being an anime pro tag. Yeah, that's right. Yami Yugi had the power to make any card from his deck just appear on the top. You know, Destiny Draw. So, yeah, he was cheating this entire time. That's the reason. Well, Johnny boy, come on. How about telling us the truth? You killed your father, right? I know the feeling. You hated him, didn't you? Your father who left you all alone forever. You're wrong. I had no idea that guy was my dad. Not this again. Didn't I personally tell you myself?
Was my logic wrong?
Mr. Edgeworth, allow me to thank you once again for chasing down Blaze and Patricia and bringing them both to ruin. My revenge was a success, all thanks to your logic.
If only the time of death matched up, then my logic would fit.
No, we know there was a refrigeration facility. The freaking garbage disposal place. There had to be a reason that we knew it was chilled. They were setting this up. He had to have stored the body. He had to have stored it. And that changes the time of death. I mentioned that factoid back in like the third case. Changing the temperature changes the time of death estimated. It's gonna happen. Yeah, I see all. Okay, I'm seeing like several people in chat mention the that hot air balloons actually have a way to drop fast. Apparently by like blowing out a port at the top that just lets all the air out. Well, that's scary to know that hot air balloons can just drop out of the sky. Well, thank you though. Welcome on in, my Memio.
Perhaps he did something to throw off the time of death?
And what's more, Dane Gustavia, was it? He even took down the culprit of the IS-7 incident!
Dane Gustavia? And the IS-7 incident?
No, game, don't just spoon feed it to me. I already figured it out. Let me be smart.
That's it. Gustavia killed Dover and hid his body in a block of ice.
Even that ties all together. Oh my god.
Mr. Gustavia intended to freeze the body in order to throw off the time of death. If the time of death had coincided with the tea party, Mr. Gustavia would have been suspected. That is correct.
It's a shame that I didn't get to witness his destruction.
Your own dad.
How can you say that? Wasn't Mr. Gustavia your father, Simon? I'm scared. I'm so scared. Miss Rowland keeps asking me about that day. Daddy, help me. Why won't you come save me? Is it because I broke my promise with you and didn't eat your sweets?
I couldn't care less. My father left me all alone.
To be fair, like Dane Gustavia didn't give two shits about his son. He only cared that he taste tested his desserts for him. I do not feel bad for Simon disowning him.
Even if we share the same blood, that man is not my father.
I hate to say it, but like father, like son, you're the spitting image of him, Simon. The father you hated so much.
Huh? What are you talking about?
It must have been fate. By sheer coincidence, you just happened to use the same exact method your father did. To throw off the victim's time of death.
And we rescued him from the refrigerated warehouse near the harbor, pal.
A refrigerated warehouse? I got it already, game, just let me present it.
You're saying that I threw off the time of death? How would I have done that?
The answer lies in where you hid the body double's body double. This was the place you used to hide the body. Wait, hold on. Which one was it again? Was it the warehouse? It was the warehouse, right? Because it's close to the Coliseum and the wasteland. Okay, it's the warehouse.
Take that!
Shots fired! Come on, Edgeworth! Throwing off the time of death by freezing the body, along with John's kidnapping. It seems that everything is coming together.
The kidnapping? Why are we going back to that?
I don't know a thing about it. Don't forget, John was confined in a refrigerated warehouse. That's right. you kept the body double's corpse in that very same warehouse. 18 years ago, your father hid a body in the same way. And you know, that one just stayed frozen for 18 years.
What? My father? The one who abandoned me did the same thing?
Who would have guessed that both father and son would use the same method?
Objection.
Stop it! Don't let me in with that guy! My father. I'm nothing like him. There's not a single connection between us.
Objection.
You may think so, but even now, your bond with Mr. Gustavia still remains. Didn't you say once before, I don't like sweets? That may have come from the shock of losing your father, don't you think?
Oh yeah, didn't we offer him candy? Even that's connected! What the hell? How many threads did the writers weave into this giant tapestry of a plot? It's so beautiful. It's so elegant. It is grace. Capcom. All hail Capcom. You guys have no idea what you're saying.
Even if you deny your father, aren't your thoughts and actions the same?
Meeting his dad in prison, maybe. Look at them.
Particularly your belief in sacrificing others to protect yourself.
Sacrificing each other, even.
And finally, your crimes were brought to light, just as his were.
Just kidding. I don't know anything about that warehouse. I had nothing to do with the kidnapping after all.
Objection.
In order to threaten Judge Courtney, it is clear that you partook in the kidnapping.
But the only evidence we had that linked into it is gone. The recording is gone. What else do we have?
Objection.
Fake out.
Just kidding. How scary. Those who get involved with you will be charged with all sorts of crimes. Just kidding. I said just stop. Ow. I fixed it, by the way, Common. Just so you know. It doesn't come all at once anymore. In fact, I think it's even more worth the 10,000 points. Throwing the evidence. Just throw all the evidence at him. Good job. Thank you, Common. In the end, there's no evidence for the instigation and for the kidnapping. None at all. Or what? Are you gonna forge some evidence? Just like Blaze and Von Karma and the rest?
I'll do nothing of the sort. I can't let him provoke me.
The truth, Edgeworth. The truth will set you free. You always say I'll pursue the truth, no matter what, right? What, you're throwing chickens at me now? Did you forget I'm an animal tamer? I'll turn them against you. I said I'm turning them against you. Stop it. Ah. Don't you mean only the truth that's most convenient to you? After all, that's how the police pull the wool over the eyes of those without power. Stacking the animal tower every time. Yo, I'm calling it. Breakdown? That squirrel pokes his eyes out. Right here, right now. Also the cat and the pig. And that's why my revenge was necessary. None of you can catch me. Not Patricia, not Blaze, and not even you. Mr. Edgeworth, at this rate, isn't there something? Anything we can do?
Even though all my logic points to this man, I just need evidence. Even a single piece of evidence would suffice.
Gumshoe, Sebastian. Sebastian isn't here. He can bring me something, right?
Well, it's been a fun show. But it looks like it's time for the curtains to close. If you'd like, why don't you come and see my next performance? I'll let you, if you admit defeat. Hold it! Who was that?
Gumshoe? Oh, here we go now. Yeah, break it down. Gumshoe with the truth, with the evidence coming in at the last second. Look at him, he's so cool. I don't know how to rap. Oh. Just like old times, buddy. Just like old times. Oh, I'm savoring this moment. I'm savoring this moment because this is the last time Gumshoe is gonna barge in with the evidence. For a while. For a long while. We still haven't seen him post-time skip. I hope he's okay.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gummy, where'd you go?
I was just doing the job that I'm able to do, pal.
Detective Gumshoe, your report, please.
I did a quick investigation, sir, about the warehouse John was at.
Uh-oh.
That refrigerated warehouse is currently being rented by the Berry Big Circus, just as Mr. Edgeworth said. So, it's finally here. Our trump card.
Well done, Detective Gumshoe. Now then. Does he get a raise? Please tell me Gumshoe gets a raise. Mr. Keys?
There must be some mistake. Maybe it has something to do with the circus.
I see, indeed. We are not well informed with the affairs of the circus. Regina, are you renting out that warehouse?
Nope.
I see. In that case, why don't we get your boss's opinion on this? Regina?
We are renting a refrigerated warehouse to store this animal food, but I don't know much about the place. After all, I'll let Simon handle everything.
Curse you!
Cow! Simon, how scary!
What a shame. Does Regina have no fear? Does she have, like, no fear response at all?
Oh, I'm scared to death. It's just that my face is injected with so much Botox that I can't stretch it.
Oh, that explains a lot. It seems your desperate actions after the crime were in vain. Gotcha, in other words.
Yeah.
If the body was found in the warehouse, suspicion would have fallen on you, the one in charge. That's why you specifically moved the body back to the Grand Tower, wasn't it? She does tame lions and tigers. True. Very dangerous ones. However, us finding John confined at the warehouse was a fatal mistake on your part. Our resident great thief and detective are both rather exemplary. What's wrong? I can even tell through your face paint that you're looking pale. Why so serious?
It's not over yet, Mr. Edgeworth. Your logic is missing the most important piece of evidence.
Oh, please, do tell.
Isn't it obvious? Evidence that I killed the body double with a balloon. You can't present it, can you? After all, there's no way such evidence could possibly exist.
The evidence? It exists. Hold on. I just gotta check. Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. So now I can look at the bottom of this. Is there anything about it? It just looks like the bottom of a basket. Placed in the truck.
What did you say?
If Mr. Keys murdered the victim,
Traces of the murder should still remain here. Oh, at the Grand Tower? Remember, key thing to do in these games? Recognize when a piece of evidence has been in your inventory forever and not used. Take that! Can't look at this piece of evidence. Traces of the murder still remain on it. Oh, you know, not on the roof of the Grand Tower? At least I don't get a giant... Sorry. At least I don't get giant penalty.
I honestly have no clue why you're showing me that. Mr. Edgeworth, you're a genius prosecutor, aren't you? You really think such a thing could be evidence?
Okay, so then the balloon. Am I really gonna present the balloon like 4 times? In that case. Okay. Okay. I just didn't think we'd present the balloon 4 times, but here we are. No. Traces of the murder clearly remain. I thought we'd check like the roof of the Grand Tower for like bloodstains or something. Lion balloon. It should become clear once we examine the basket of this balloon.
The balloon again? Didn't you already find the bullet hole? There's no way you'll find anything else there. It'll be fine. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Does every piece of evidence you get used? Well, not always. We saw with Kay's amnesia trial that like some of it was just fake. But usually in Ace Attorney, everything gets used at least once.
Mr. Edgeworth is a hero who always finds the truth, no matter what he's up against.
That's right, pal. Of course it's gonna be fine. Mr. Edgeworth has gotten out of more impossible situations than I can count.
To be fair, Gumshoe, you can't count very high.
Miles, I believe in you too. But more importantly, I'm sure your old man watching over you believes in you as well.
Greggy. Ooh.
Miles Edgeworth, calm down and think. You're just one step away from the perfect proof. The body double was killed by this balloon. The proof lies in the traces left on the basket. Simon Keyes, it's time for you to atone for your crimes.
I'll see it with my own eyes. The moment this past case is settled once and for all.
Please, Prosecutor Edgeworth, deliver the final blow to this unforgivable person. This is the final piece of evidence that proves your crimes. What traces were left on the balloon that crushed the victim? Do 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 do. It has to be. So here's what I'm thinking. It's not something that we can actually see on the balloon right now. It's more like, because this should be on the balloon if it really crushed him, then we should check the basket afterward to find it. And because we know something was crushed between Dijun Huang's body double and the balloon, remember that everything gets used at least once. When Joan found the body, a bouquet of lion lilies was there as well.
Lion lilies? The flowers from Zhengfa that represent the bond between parent and child?
That's your evidence? Surely they must be buried under a mountain of garbage by now. Moreover, the one who threw it away was John himself. There's not much of a bond now, is it? That language of flower stuff has nothing to do with this.
Calm down, John. Certainly, you may have thrown the flowers away. However, I believe those emotions remain as strong as ever. Those bonds will surely protect you from that man in the form of my final piece of evidence.
What the heck are you talking about?
Those flowers were crushed. Ergo, they must have come into contact with the murder weapon. Perhaps we'll find the very same pollen still stuck to the basket of your balloon. That's what I thought. They wouldn't have shown me the pollen if I checked the balloon. I just had to know. This is what we're looking for. Now let's just find it.
No way, no way! You guys examined the basket just a few moments ago. If there had been any yellow pollen stuck on there, wouldn't you have noticed it then?
You weren't looking for it then. Mr. Keyes, evidence is not restricted to what you can see with the naked eye.
What?
Emma! What are we gonna do, lumen all the pollen?
Yes!
Would you perform one more scientific investigation for us? Do I have to blow on the microphone again?
Leave it to me. The balloon's basket, right?
Aw, no minigame.
A reaction. This is clearly pollen from a yellow flower. We'll find out soon enough whether or not it's from the same flower. What?
Put that tongue back in your mouth, boy. You ain't gonna be using it where you're going. I'd say this proves that the body double's death was caused directly by your own hand.
No way. That can't be.
You crushed the body double to death on the roof of the tower. Then you retrieved the body and hid it in the warehouse. Why did he have to go to the trouble of retrieving the body? 2 nights ago, he knew that a separate incident would occur at the tower.
Miss Crane's.
Precisely. Leaving the body there would have disrupted his plans. I see. But even though he couldn't leave the body in the circus warehouse either. Exactly. So the next day, when he was bringing the body back to the tower once again, he saw the small fire John started, which caused the Mozilla's head to fall. Oh, so that really was an accident. Alright, okay, just wanted to make sure of that. Was that the idea when the idea came to you? Your plan was to pin the crime on John.
You made it look like the murder weapon was the fallen head. Such foul, cowardly behavior.
For that reason, you carried the double's body in the balloon and lowered it into the film lot. At that time, the figure of the body double being lowered down by a rope was captured in John's video recording.
Wow, how convenient that it made it look like he was just standing up. Standing up with muscles flexed. You know, that's probably just because of the rigor mortis. That's funny to me. Oh yeah, we used that to figure out that Dijun Wang was at the scene of the crime, but actually he was already dead.
Damn. It was solved. You saw through it all. Damn it. Damn you.
You manipulated animals, you manipulated people, and you manipulated cases. Almost as if you were a king. However, it has now all come to an end.
Simon, the animals have gotten angry. Even Money and Astique. You never thought of them as your friends at all. How sad.
It was frozen. Well, it wasn't frozen, it was just refrigerated.
Damn it. Don't you look at me with those eyes.
It's about time you went back to being a mere clown. A fitting end to your pitiful jester's acts.
Stay away. Get away from me. Stop it. Stop it. Daddy, help me. I'm scared. I'm so scared.
I didn't know anything. I didn't do anything bad. They were the bad ones.
Horace, why? Why did you stop me?
If I hadn't done that, this is going fast. I couldn't even trust the police. Nobody would help me. But that man, back then, he saved me. The only one who helped me was Token. So I used everyone else. What's wrong with that?
Stop it. Don't come any closer. Stop.
No, not you.
Please. No more.
Woo! Don't forget the chickens, too. Just stampede right over him. Lion King, long live the king. It'll be over soon. Just you wait. Just you wait. We'll finish the tramp. There you go. There we go. Simon goes squish. It seems the game is finally over.
This
Oh,
is a
it seems the game is finally over. Shelley the Killer. Mr. Edgeworth, Wow. Oh, wow. Shelly the Killer. He wasn't even in... Alright, everybody. Alright, everybody. It's like he was monumental to us figuring it all out, and yet also he didn't really do anything. Just coming in here like, my job here is done. He didn't do anything. Mr. Edgeworth, I must thank you. You have exposed the true identity of the mastermind. Now I am free to kill you. Eh? Wait a minute. What? What? Drawing a gun would be most inadvisable. Stay where you are and do not move. I don't have a gun. You do have a gun, do you not? You intended to draw and fire it without anyone noticing.
He must have taken it from the body double when he killed him.
No wonder we didn't find it. Yo, Shelly, doing us a solid one more time. Oh, Courtney, either trying to protect John or shielding his eyes. This man has betrayed his bond of trust with me. He would have me kill the president while knowing full well he was the body double. Lying about a target is an extremely dangerous thing to do to an assassin. Are we gonna see him kill Simon right in front of us? Okay, yeah, now he's messed up. But, you know, we need to actually bring him to justice. He still needs to go to trial. Not having all the cards on the table can seriously jeopardize an assassination. Oh. However, what is even more unforgivable is your deception and your attempt to manipulate me. The time has come for your retribution. Stop! And of course, Sir Handogan's here too. What is happening? You are...
It has been far too long, Shelly.
What is happening right now? Are we on just like some sort of anime battle, assassin versus assassin? I'm sure that's the name of an anime somewhere. Assassin Cross Assassin, coming to you live. It's, you know, the sequel to Spy Family. Please step aside. That man is my prey.
I must ask you to spare his life. Please permit this young acolyte to receive his proper punishment in prison.
Yeah, in prison where he can confer with you, huh? And if I refuse... What is Dogen even holding? Is that a chisel?
His is the first life I have saved. I will not allow it to be taken so easily.
You saved a life. The assassin, Sir Handogan. Place your bets, y'all. Assassin versus assassin. Who makes it out alive?
Ironic, is it not? That I, the one who has taken countless lives, am making a plea for this young one's life.
I just want to point out freaking Simon's face. Dead eyes, just devoid of all. Devoid of all thought, no thoughts, head empty.
He saved my life just as I have saved his. Before I knew it, I grew quite fond of the lad. You may laugh at me as much as you wish.
Everyone else just back away. Let the assassins duke it out and, you know, we'll just arrest Simon while we're at it. Y'all can just... Shelly, Dogen, just have at it.
However, I must ask that you spare the life of the boy. From one assassin to another, please make this allowance.
I understand. If you are willing to go that far... He got his punishment. He did get beat up by a gorilla and an elephant and squirrels and got kung fu kicked by a cat and stampeded by 5,000 chickens.
You have my thanks. I am in your debt.
No need for thanks. Oh, that'd be scary. Day color in debt of another assassin. They could team up.
I simply felt there would be no merit in a fight to the death with you. That is all.
Man, it's like Dogen's the most honorable person involved in this entire case. He did help us find Simon. And with that, I must take my leave. Hey, what? Did you just ninja out of here?
Damn it! Wait!
Go, Len, go! He did get shot in the leg a month ago, so who knows how fast he can run, but still.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I must thank you as well.
Okay, something's not right here. The chicken attack isn't supposed to be that able to be redeemed that many times in one stream. Didn't I put a limit on it? Maybe I accidentally took off the limit at some point. All right, y'all, we just gotta wait it out. How many chickens do they got at this freaking at the circus anyway? Okay. I probably did just put a limit per person. Okay. Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Wait! There used to be a cooldown. Why is there no more cooldown? That's the problem. There used to be a cooldown and a limit. Okay, well, let me just put that back. There you go. Before anyone gets any ideas.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I must thank you as well. It was necessary for this young acolyte to be put in his place. And that you have done.
Drawing system wasn't working. It wasn't working for a day, but I fixed it. The creator put out an update the very next day that fixed it, so I had to update. But then that broke it so that whenever people threw 100, it all came at once in a giant chunk. And then I fixed that too, so everything should be fine now.
Now then, it's time for me to return to my humble cage surrounded by iron bars. Right, Anubis, right, boy. Oh, look who's here.
Hey, priest guy, you killed my dad, right?
Indeed, I am not one to forget those I have slain.
Yeah, John just pulls out a garn. Bang, bang! A gun. A garn?
I see. You must despise me, boy with horns. In that case...
John!
Do not panic. I simply lent the boy with horns my knife.
What?
Take that knife and run it through my throat. A single stab should do it.
No! No! Do not go down this path! John! John, you do this now, it changes the course of your entire life.
I've long grown weary of my wooden carvings.
John, no!
Revenge.
John! Don't do it!
John! Please! I beg of you! Your mom wouldn't like that.
Until just now, I'd intended to seek revenge, no matter how many years it took. Revenge? Revenge is good. Really good.
Shut up, Simon, you're done.
All your pain and suffering will slips away. Everything becomes numb, and you feel nothing. Yeah, you may be right. I thought about that while I would listen to what you had to say.
John!
But the only one who would be satisfied with revenge would be myself, right? If I became a murderer, my mom would go through even more pain and suffering. My friends from the movie too, and all those people who care about me as well.
The boy with horns says some interesting things.
A single stab wouldn't kill him? In the throat, though. You cut the jugular, that's it. He bleeds out, like, immediately. I mean, assuming he doesn't get any medical attention. A cut to the jugular is kinda bad. Kinda real bad. That's right. I finally get it now. I'll never forgive you, but I'm not the one who should punish you. After all, isn't that what my mom and that prosecutor got here for? For a second, I thought I forgot his mom was a judge. Like what? She's gonna beat him up? Oh wait, the judge. Right. Put him behind bars. John!
John, you just said some really profound stuff just now. Oh, you like it? I was in a movie once. I was in a law movie.
Ow. Kay, perhaps you should study up a bit more yourself.
Is that so? Well then, young one, it is time for us to depart.
Where to? Don't tell me they're just gonna go scot-free. Arrest them! Oh, wait, okay. But put them in, like, separate prisons, please.
To prison, of course. That place will be our home.
Cool. I guess they get to be father and son in prison. They get to eat, well, wait. Does, I forget. Is, Jeff Masters free yet, or is he still serving out his sentence? If not, then they could eat his brownies. Or home? Home. Wow. Oh yeah, Courtney's just gonna smack his head with her gavel. That'll reshape it back from egg form into regular head. And with that, the case that involved and affected so many people came to a close. However, there was still one last thing I had to do. What? Yes, make an offering to the goddess of law. Sacrifice a goat. April 8th, 2:54 p.m. Grand Tower, PIC meeting room. Wow, this is like 2 days later.
Mr. Edgeworth, sorry to keep you waiting.
Why'd you call Uncle Ray and the rest of us out here? We're having a pizza party. Here, take a slice. Mr. Edgeworth, the formal proceedings have just come to a close. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, this. Yes, me and Courtney are married now. But who officiated it? Herself. She's a judge, remember? This is the place where I once relinquished my prosecutor's badge. This is your prosecutor's badge. Well, you don't need to flash back to it, y'all. We just... Come on, game. Prosecutor Edgeworth, what's the meaning of this? Consider this my resignation. I am no longer a prosecutor.
In order to save me when I was suffering from memory loss, you...
A certain man once said... Objection! He also said, the only ally a defendant has is their attorney. By trusting in their client, an attorney draws closer to the truth. The sight of that man still shines brilliantly in my eyes. Oh no, his dad. That works too. Oh no, like his dad. I'm getting like mixed signals over here. Larry puts his legendary words, of course. Just as the image of my father fighting in court does. Gregory. However, this is nothing more than that man and my father's way of life. It is not mine.
Mr. Edgeworth!
I think I shall live as a prosecutor, after all. Good. Good. Because otherwise, other games in the series wouldn't make as much sense. I see. So you made your decision. I'm sorry. No, I understand. That's your answer, isn't it? It is. Okay. That's the end of this conversation. They're all adults here. They can respect each other. if Edgeworth and Courtney were in a loveless but beneficial marriage to raise their kids. Hilarious. Beginning of a sitcom, really. And then they bring Phoenix in and they can all be married.
Don't regret it. Even if you beg me later, I won't let you work for me ever again.
I understand. So what happens if Edgeworth wants to make law offices? Then it would also be called Edgeworth Law Offices, which I guess is fine because, like, you know, if your last name is the same as any other lawyer's last name, that doesn't stop you from also making a law office of that name.
But you know, Miles, mind if I ask why you chose to live as a prosecutor?
Because this is my prosecutor's path. Mr. Shields, you asked me this before. Yeah, he wants to be a bailiff, that's why.
To fight crime as a prosecutor or to save people as a defense attorney, I want you to think carefully about how you want to live your life from now on.
I've thought long and hard about that question ever since. How should I live my life? And after this case concluded, I finally found my answer. I want to save people as a prosecutor.
As a prosecutor?
Simon Keyes, he too was a victim. He lost a parent in a past murder, and with it, the ability to believe in anything else.
I too know that feeling. The feeling of losing what's important to you and being unable to believe in anything.
Oh, the elevator.
I doubted everything during my lonely battles in those days. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. The one who saved me was...
Objection! Did I believe for just maybe a millisecond that they'd show Phoenix in this game? Maybe? They really kept me on edge there.
Mr. Keyes must have been all alone.
Come on, game. Come on, just show him once. Just show him once.
Yeah, I know they showed him like as a cameo, but I just want to show him with a pointy sprite.
But Mr. Keyes must have been all alone.
There was also a cameo in this game too. It was in this case actually. When you investigate by the film lot, if you look at the wall, it's like, oh, you know, this wall separates us from so many things, but we'll never know what's on the other side. Oh, it turns out it was Phoenix.
Unable to find salvation from the law, he had no choice but to turn his hand to revenge.
And I suppose you never thought to seek help from the police?
No way, no way! As long as Blaze was around, any evidence would be destroyed by him. Actually, didn't something like that almost happen today during Bridges' trial?
I want to save those like Simon Keyes. So, how would you save them? I'm sure this tragedy could have been avoided if only Q could have relied on the courts.
But instead, he was cornered by Blaze the Pest, who has used the power of law for evil. The form of the law can change depending on who wields it. Can it be at once a shield to protect and a blade to harm? That too is a contradiction of the law.
A contradiction, huh? That's true. It sure is a contradiction in the law. The way the law is right now, it isn't always completely right.
The only way to right those contradictions is by joining in the court system. The one who could have saved Simon Keyes was not an attorney, but rather a watchman of law, a prosecutor. Edgeworth! 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 Yeah! Woo! I shall face the contradictions in the law as a prosecutor. Egg.
I see. That's just like you. But you know, it'll be tough. It won't just be a walk in the park.
Says that the time skipped pretty nicely. Yeah, and isn't it that Phoenix Wright's famous trial is in like a week or something? You'll be going up against the law itself. You do realize that, right? I mean, that's the point. That's what lawyers are for, right? I do. However, someone must. Yep. Uncle Ray believes in you too. The law evolves and grows, just like all of us do. I'm sure you can pull it off. After all, you're Gregory's son. Your old man would never give up, no matter what. His eyes always saw only what laid straight ahead. A week later, oh my god. Miles, when you chose to live as a prosecutor, your eyes looked just like your father's. It looks like you're growing up a bit. I really wish your old man could see you now. Thank you very much, Mr. Shields. So then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, allow me to formally return this to you. I hope that's my actual badge and not like just pulled off of Blaze's coat. Please do. Come on, give it to me. Give me the badge. I, Justine Courtney, as a member of the PIC, do hereby return to Miles Edgeworth this clown college certificate. What? The rights and privileges of a prosecutor in the name of the goddess of law, by the power invested in me. Diddle-doo. Jotted down in my organizer.
And with that, Prosecutor Edgeworth is revived. Wow, I have an inventory just for this. Check the badge number, make sure it's the right one. Each prosecutor's badge is engraved with the number of its owner on the back. Numbers, as if we're not human on the inside like everyone else. But it is my badge.
That's great, sir!
So then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, it's time for Uncle Ray to make his exit.
What? You going back to Europe? Where you can hug people?
I have to report to your old man all about the traitor and the Edgeworth family. Thank you for everything. Truly.
Reporting to your old man. Yeah, I'm going to heaven.
Next time we meet just might be in the courtroom. I hope you'll be ready.
Just hands Miles Blaze's whole jacket. Yes, I'm not sure which one this is. Just find whichever one is yours.
Uncle Ray might not look it, but he's an ace attorney after all.
Do we get to keep Blaze's bike? I think Sebastian might inherit it now. Could you imagine a future game, Ace Attorney 7? Sebastian is the prosecutor. He rides in on a motorcycle with like a leather jacket, being all cool. Like, being different from his dad. Being a prosecutor, but being who he is.
I look forward to seeing the attorney my father trained in action.
Oh, you know, actually Ray just talks to Maya, that's true. Get a spirit medium to channel Greg.
Take care.
Bye, Ray. Prosecutor Edgeworth, welcome back.
And Judge Courtney, I must give my thanks to you as well.
What bike? To me?
You sought to fix the corruption within the PIC from the inside. That must truly have been a lonely battle.
No, it was not. For I was never alone. Because the goddess of law is always by your side, right? And Edgeworth.
You made me realize that one could fight in such a way. The prosecutor's office, no, the entire legal world is caught up in this contradiction. If that cannot be set right, there is a truth that will never see the light of day. It was only through your help that I was able to find this new path. One that fights against the contradictions in the law.
I too find that promising, as one in the service of the goddess of law, who shall certainly succeed in helping the law grow.
Let us meet again in the courtroom.
Sorry, Edgeworth, you only get Udgy. Yes, I must apologize for my shameful acts during the trial 2 days ago.
Next time, I shall fulfill my duties as a judge perfectly. Your Honor, I do not intend to speak regarding your ideals. Prosecutor Edgeworth? However, the greatest judge I know is one overflowing with humanity. Even during a trial, that judge experiences happiness, anger, sadness, joy, and confusion. Lots of confusion. Oh my god, so much confusion. That man is always confused. I swear, why is he even there? But nevertheless, always hands down the correct verdict in the end. Thanks to Phoenix. It's difficult to say, but sometimes I feel that perfection is not always correct. So, as a judge, too has the right. So a judge too has the right to behave in such a manner. Thank you very much, Prosecutor Edgeworth. When I pursued and fought against Blaze the Best, the goddess of law was not the only one by my side.
It's John!
When I have this cutout with me, I feel a strange sense of courage from within. Up-and-coming genius child actor, John Marsh. No matter how painful things became, no matter how strong the foe, when I remember that I am not alone, I am able to keep moving forward. Wrongs must be put right, for John's sake as well.
John, too, lost his father in a past crime.
That is more important to me than even the words of the goddess of love. Oh, even though I'm sure the goddess would be angered by those words. Your bond with your son is the secret to your strength, I imagine. I don't have to be perfect. I just want to grow little by little. Both as a judge and as a mother. That is how I feel. It seems there is much each of us has yet to learn. What's gonna happen with Zhang Fa now? I mean, yeah, their president and their fake president is dead. I'm sure Lang will have to figure that one out. Heck, Lang for president. Yeah, it's not like a monarchy where John just automatically succeeds to the throne. I mean, he's here, he's American. He's here living the life, living the American dream. Like, he doesn't know anything about politics, he's just a kid. Let Lang, who loves that country so much, I bet he's the best person for the job. They're gonna have to, I don't know, maybe Zhang Fa has a vice president and then it would fall to him then, or her, or whoever it is. Agreed. We are still but children before the world. Let us grow in our respective paths until we meet again. Let's meet again in the courtroom, and at least consulting each other on how to support Sebastian once every few weeks. You know, who has custody? You know, Edgeworth on the weekends. I shall look forward to that reunion. May the blessings of the goddess of law be upon you as you follow your new path. Ori, what's the story? Welcome to the end of the story, by the way. We just finished Ace Attorney Investigations 2. So, don't pay too much attention. But I think we did it. I think we did it. Oh, I have to read it! Ah, damn it, I can't pause! So I may tread a new path as a persecutor. I shall surely reach the truth waiting at the end of this path. No matter how difficult the path may be, if any seek to stop me on my path, they shall receive no mercy. No matter who they may be, I will shout just one word. Objection! Wow, 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 wow! The stream of the last showdown. Well, like, I expected it to just be like multiple parts, you know? Good thing it wasn't though.
Chief, what sort of scoop are you aiming for next? Hey, ain't you a journalist? There ain't nothing more important than information. You may be my apprentice, but you're still my business rival. I ain't gonna tell you everything.
They're even hiding scoops from each other.
That's my mentor, all right. I reckon you're even more prepared than me. I understand. I'll get my information using my own 2 feet. Yeah, that's the spirit. By the way, would you mind me asking what sort of scoop you're aiming for next? Huh? Chief? Ain't no need to be stingy. You're the one that just said you're not gonna give information to her. I'm your mentor after all. Well, that's just heinous.
Yeah, Ori, glad you came in to see the end. Just don't pay attention to any of the twists or characters or anything. You know, you just need to not get spoiled. Oh, Lada. I'm glad that Shelly, you know, recovered. It seemed that the wound on my left arm is yet to heal. The bodyguard who inflicted this wound upon me is a name I will never forget. Now then, shall I return to being a simple ice cream salesman? Perhaps this time I should be a crepe salesman instead. For now I shall live a calm life until my services are required once more. Thanks for the bits. Ice cream for everybody. And this time it's real ice cream. None of that poison or anything that Shelly's got. Crepes, hell yeah. I had really good ice cream capes in Japan.
I might have been knocked out once by that guy named Edgeworth, but I keep trying to escape. I won't let him dampen my fighting spirit, ain't that right, Rocky? The gong that'll sound off my next escape will bring out soon enough. Until then, let's keep working out.
This is how Ace Attorney do. That one last what's everybody up to ending? Where are they now?
Are you inquiring into my studies to become a pet groomer? I'm working as hard as ever. I spend every day covered in mud. Perhaps this suits my true nature far better than the life of a newspaper salesman. Once I leave the prison, I hope to earn an honest wage as a pet trimmer.
Yeah, sure.
Huh? My sentence has been extended? Because I was Warden Roland's accomplice?
Throw the wig! Throw the wig!
Why do you think I've been giving a rat's ass about these stupid animals' well-being? To hell with the pet trimmer's license! Damn it!
Oh, Frankie Frank never changed. The same man he's been for how many decades now. Let's go. Congratulations. Thank you, everybody.
Regina was really shocked by the truth about Simon, too. I mean, I trusted him as my subordinate. But there's no use fretting over it. The show must go on. I have to do my best so that I won't lose to the magic of ventriloquist divisions.
Frickin' Max Galactica or Ben and Trillo.
I'll put on the greatest performance ever. Something, I'll blow them away. One that'll blow away this entire case.
It seems I have grown soft in my old age. Right, Anubis, right, boy. To think the life I saved on a whim 18 years ago would drive me to such lengths.
What if they're in the same cell?
Thanks to that, I am confined to my humble cell once more. Well, this time that child is here as well. Perhaps it won't be such a bore, right, boy?
Please, show me. Show me Simon in a prisoner's outfit. Let's go. What's up, Jeff? All right, he's out. Ah, crap, I forgot he was out and she was in.
Today's dessert is chocolate cake.
The gently melting moment of a lure.
And we'll wait for you forever, Kate. I shall come here every day, just as you and Raymond did for me.
Monsieur Shields, Mr. Priskin Edgeworth, I am truly grateful to them. I cannot believe I am able to eat your desserts once more, Monsieur Master.
Ho ho! I have been allowed to distribute my treats in both the detention center and the prison. For the past 18 years, I have brought joy to one and all with my delicious sweets.
Hopefully Kate won't be in for long. She'll get off on good behavior. She better. Delicia!
You see? Thanks for everything, boys. Of course, I owe Greggy my thanks too. After all, I get to stuff myself with Jeffrey's delicious desserts once again. Boy, next time maybe I'll use one of Jeffrey's sweets to create a new drug.
That'd be addicting.
The tuck-in diet. You'll tuck in your stomach while you tuck into desserts.
That's not really a diet.
It'll be delicious and slimming, and also good for your health.
The best decision I've made, giving her a Cornish accent. It is real, by the way.
Man, I'm glad I got to meet and sketch so many beauties. But Mandy caught a glimpse of my beauty sketch. She had a misunderstanding and clobbered me in the face with my sketchbook.
Deserved.
So in exchange for my sketch of beauties, I had one beauty walk out on me. Maybe it's time for me to start getting more serious about my life.
Start, huh?
Do I take the path of an artist, or do I follow the path of my heart?
Larry Butt's artist's path.
The one by my heart. I mean the heart of my new lady.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure, Larry, because you don't have a heart yourself. Yeah, okay.
What's up, Detective Bad?
Mr. Bad, thanks for all your help today. I'll testify about the IS-7 incident as much as you need me to. Prosecutor Edgeworth seems pretty active, too. He chose not to take the same path as Gregory, but rather to live as a prosecutor. Well, I am kind of sad I won't get to work with him, but I'll continue to watch over him.
I mean, you'll work with him in court, just on opposite sides.
It looks like you've grown up quite a bit yourself.
I'm so happy Mr. Bad actually praised me. You ever need a hand from Attorney Raymond Shields? Give me a call. Anytime, any place. New lady, delicious scones. She's a little baker slash pharmacist, and she has a Cornish accent. Oh, new lady for Larry Butts. Yeah, you know, he's always on the lookout.
Our crimes was punished once it was proven that I've been threatened. Ouch! No crime is more heavy or alive than any other. I'm sorry. Of course I regret what I did. However, I'm so glad I can still be together with you, Granny.
Oh.
Huh? You want to hurry back to work? That's right. The next corpse is waiting for us after all.
Oh. How am I playing this? I'm playing this on an emulator with a fan patch. You can find it on the internet. It's out there. You do have to patch it yourself and, you know, import a copy of Ace Attorney 2 yourself. That's what I did.
I'm glad my scientific investigation came in handy this time as well. Good thing I rushed back here all the way from Europe. And now, I have to leave again. That kind of takes the fire out of a girl, as you can imagine.
Oh, don't worry. You've got plenty of years to have the fire taken out of you.
But this is also that I can become a forensic scientist. So then, I guess it's time to go. If anything comes up, be sure to call me right away. The second I get the word, I'll dash right over.
Across country lines. Yeah, sure. Outcast spoilers. No problem, Vane. Like, this is literally the ending. Please, definitely duck out if you need to. Francisca time.
The greater the father, the greater the expectations are for their children. Prosecutor the best. Was it? His way of life shall be tested henceforth. Just as mine was. Miles Edgeworth chose to live a different life from his father as a prosecutor. I suppose that too is an answer.
Franny! I can never unsee that as Edgeworth giving you the clown license. I swear. Samurai dogs! Oh, look! I think the credits also put in the fan translators.
I could never have imagined the truth that my old man was hiding.
Wow, they even hacked the credits. That's cool.
Unlike me, who only thought about the Lang clan, my old man was trying to protect an entire nation. But I swear to you all that I will carry on his will. Even if the president was a fake, and the real one was murdered. I swear that I, together with my men, shall revive Zhang Fa. Someday I will surely show you all a Zhang Fa brimming with life.
Well, he's got to become the new president, right? Come on, I'd vote for Lang. Chat, would you vote for Lang? I would. Voice editing. All these credits, dude. I wonder if they replaced existing credits.
I've asked everyone to stop calling me the best.
Look, dignified crying.
I don't like it. It makes it feel like I'm just borrowing Pops' power. I shall study even harder than before and triumph over Pops. I'll become strong enough so that I won't lose even to Mr. Edgeworth. Now then, Let's start by thinking up my new nickname.
Sebi. Sebi the Debbie. Lang for president. You would vote for him. Let's go.
A lot has happened, but thankfully the film was a roaring success.
The gossip articles about the murder made our movie the talk of the country.
Is that really good publicity?
A monstrous man appears from the mighty Mozilla. This is the true face of the monster who murdered the president of Zing 5. Huh? Isn't that you in the photo, Mr.
They mistook him for the dude.
Huh? How could something like this happen?
I thought they would do something about them looking similar. That's a fun joke.
Now, it's fine, isn't it? It's thanks to the articles our film is a big hit.
Much obliged.
They mistook Will Powers for the body double. Oh my god. Objection! Thanks for the resub sprint. Welcome back to Chicken Grab a Nest, get comfy. John, I greatly enjoyed watching a movie. It's no big deal. It's not like I had a major role or anything. You were the main character, John. What are you saying? You play the key character who connects Muzilla and Gordy. There is no one else besides you who could have played the part. Yeah, I guess. Well, it would be nice if there was a sequel. I really enjoy working as an actor. Mom, before we head home, could you go buy something? Buy some more milk? I like to decorate our home with a lion lily for Dad. Oh, then one will not suffice. You'll need two more. One for me, and one for Amy. Oh, Amy Marsh. Thank you for all your supporters and for Capcom for making this game. Oh. Thank you, Sprint, by the way. I had to keep reading because I can't pause right now. Can I pause now? Yes, now I can take a break. Thank you for the hydrate. Ah, the Maestro. That is Sebastian's title now. He will be called nothing else in court. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back to the Chicken Coop. Grab a nest and get comfy and enjoy the emotes. April 8th, 4:17 p.m. High Prosecutor's Offices, Room 1202.
Wow! We were really busy with all those cases, weren't we, sir?
Did this all just happen in the span of like 2 weeks? Like, holy crap. I don't even think the first game was that short of a time span. Jeez. Indeed, we were. Why did all these incidents happen in such quick succession? Because it's a video game, Edgeworth. Because it's a video game. And you have main character power. I'm sorry, it's not Phoenix today.
I feel like things are always busy whenever I'm around.
Wait, Kay, wouldn't that mean you're a magnet for crimes?
Yes.
Hey, Gummy, that was rude.
I do get the impression that he's not entirely wrong.
So then, Kay, do you intend to resume your training to become a great thief? Or does she become a lawyer?
I don't know.
Huh? Is something on your mind, pal?
I'm surprised we didn't go too much into, like, Kay's relationship with her dad. Like, I understand that was the point of the first game, so they don't really need to do it again. But in the game that's already jam-packed full of parent-child relationships, like, maybe they could have done a little bit more to remind us of the original Yatagarasu. But no, yeah, this was more like, you know how in anime when a character joins the crew, yeah, they had their backstory and their whole arc, but now they're just part of the crew. So, you know, that does make sense. It's what I expected.
How should I put it? Until now, I've always been chasing after my father, so that I could become a great thief just like him.
Like the previous Yatagarasu, I suppose.
But watching you, Mr. Edgeworth, made me think. Maybe instead of chasing after my father, I should find my own path. I mean, you didn't become a defense attorney either.
Chasing after a parent's shadow isn't the only path in life for a child, after all.
Not chasing their shadow, but by moving forward. Moving forward past where they stopped moving.
I'm going to aim to be a hero in my own way.
That sounds good. Like the Steel Samurai.
What?
What?
But of course, that doesn't mean I'm gonna throw away the name of the great thief Yatagarasu.
No matter what sort of hero you become, K will always be K.
Thanks, Gummy. And Gummy will always be Gummy. Until Capcom forgets about him. Oops.
Of course, pal. I plan to keep pushing forward on my path of a detective after all. Mr. Edgeworth, I look forward to continuing to work with you, sir.
Yes, I'll be counting on you, Detective Gumshoe. Detective, you saved me many times during these past cases. You have my gratitude. You have all of our gratitude, Gummy. Did you see how he appeared that one last time? That one last time through the shadows. The silhouette of our savior, Gumshoe. I hope he comes back. He deserves to come back. I suggest you look forward to your next salary assessment. Oh my god! For once in his life, Gumshoe finally gets a raise. It actually happened. It's finally been here.
What?
Does that mean what I think it means?
What's wrong? I'm saying that your salary ought to be raised.
Really, sir? I can't believe it.
Gumshoe! Gumshoe, my boy! He gets the money! He can finally eat the fancy ramen! You know, the fancy one that comes with actual meat? Ooh! Isn't that great, Gummy?
It's like a dream come true. I can finally say goodbye to my instant noodle lifestyle. Now I can subscribe to HelloFresh and make my own meal kit. Save 7 free meals over the course of 16 boxes.
However, that doesn't mean you can start slacking off. The real work... What was that about HelloFresh?
No, I took a sponsorship. I hope that's okay.
That's fine. Here, I'll subscribe to a box for you, Gummy.
Yeah.
Hashtag not sponsored. The real work begins from here on out. You should prepare yourself.
Yes, sir. Roger that. I'll devote my body and soul to following after you, Mr. Edgeworth.
At least it wasn't Raid Shadow Legends. The path Mr. Shields and Judge Courtney taught me is to take a stand against the contradictions in the law. You think Gumshoe also has a sponsorship from Manscaped? Just think. Maybe don't think. I mean, he wouldn't be a very good sponsor, like he's clearly still got a beard. NordVPN, hey, VPNs are reported. And to reach the truth at the end of that road. What am I able to do? That is a question that I must continue to dwell upon. Certainly, this path will not be easy. However... Prosecutor Edgeworth, when I pursued and fought against Blaze the Pest, the goddess of law was not the only one by my side. It's John! When I have this cutout with me, I feel a strange sense of courage well up from within. Okay, stop. I don't need the flashbacks of what I literally saw at the beginning of this cutscene. If anything, that proves to you, Capcom, that you shouldn't make the cutscenes so long that I'd forget them. Just come on. But I remember that I am not alone. I am able to keep moving forward. Your bond with your son is the secret to your strength, I imagine. Bonds, huh?
Ah! I completely forgot!
That was sudden. What's wrong?
I was searching for members of the new Yatagarasu team.
Now that you mention it, I do remember you saying something to that effect.
But in the end, I wasn't even able to find a single person.
Look, just meet up with Maya Fey, she'll sign up in a heartbeat. She won't even know what the Yatagarasu is. She'll just be like, wow, that sounds cool. I want to do it.
Can you imagine? A team combining their powers in order to steal the truth. I wanted to create an invincible team like that, but...
What are you saying, pal? Don't you already have a team? Together, the three of us can solve any crime, any case that comes our way.
Yeah, you're right. prosecutor, a detective, and a great thief. We're the invincible trio of heroes that steals, captures, and pursues the truth.
Hearing all that kind of makes me feel sorry for the truth.
Edgeworth, is now the time for your quips.
As long as the three of us are together, there's nothing to fear. Ain't that right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, you are correct. A phantom thief, stealing hearts wherever you go. You know Kay has stolen our heart. Even until his last moment, my father followed his own path. I too shall advance along mine, accompanied by my somewhat boisterous comrades. As long as they are by my side, I can walk forward without hesitation on this new path as a prosecutor. Prosecutors and attorneys. The path I walk is not my father's. However, I am certain that the two paths are not separate. Though we may walk in opposite directions, our destination is the same. Why, you may ask? Because both paths lead to the one and only truth.
Ooh, ah! Oh! Oh! Oh!
The end. Save clear data? Sure, why not? Now I can play any one of these cases anytime I want. Edgeworth and his dad. The legacy that continued. Thank you. And it's all thanks. It's all thanks to everybody, really. Edgeworth. Gregory Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Game's over. And it's Friday, so we got the Friday night music. No new game plus? Unfortunately not. What would you say are my highs and lows for this game? Oh yeah, you know what? I usually take the credits to talk about that kind of stuff, but it's like, I can't talk during the credits of an Ace Attorney game. Nope. Too much, where are they nowing? Well, you know what? I think the best part was how, like, yeah, Ace Attorney games always come together in the end. You expect it by this point. It's just like, a lot of games, either they hit or miss with it. For example, I feel like Ace Attorney 5 didn't quite hit with it. It felt more like I was just solving one really big case that just took a long time to solve. No. In this case, it really was separate events, but I really believed that it's just one big domino chain of incidents causing other incidents. It's not like any coincidence that IS-7 and SS-5 and DL-6 were all intertwined so much. It's just because of the people involved and their reaches over the law system and detective work and everything that Ace Attorney does. That's just their paths crossing, like it's destiny or something. The way the characters, the theming, all came together to enforce that. Parent and child, everything. That's what makes this such a well-written game. And that's what made it feel like it was Edgeworth's game. Not just a game that happened to star Edgeworth. No, it really felt like this was a game made for and around and just wrapping up Edgeworth's life. Everything we knew from the Ace Attorney series and more about him. Like, how he really felt. Like, we know how he feels when he talks to Phoenix. We know about his unnecessary feelings, how he was able to come to terms with not actually killing his own dad. But that's just one piece of the puzzle. This is him, like, racking with that in his mind, in his heart, ever since that. Like, no, well, now that he knows he didn't actually do it, now that he knows that he was raised by a big old turd like Von Karma, does he change his life? Does he go down the same path, but different, just like he told Sebastian to do? And that's what he chose in the end. He wants to find the truth. He wants to help people, but he wants to do it as a prosecutor. It takes both defense attorneys and prosecutors, and that's what they were talking about. Ugh. What would I even say is a low of this game? What would I even say? Like, when I first had to point the finger at Simon, I thought, like, there's no way they can pull this off, can they? There's no way they can make him actually into a villain. But you know what? They did it right, I think. They did it the right way they could have with that reveal, with that character. Like, making him into his own little tragedy. Like, thinking that his father was the one who died. Thinking he was getting revenge when really he was just jaded and manipulated himself over the years. And then somehow had his own father figure in Sir Handogan. Like, what the hell? Even then, the person that I thought at the beginning was using him turned out to be the best father he ever had. Because Dane was a bit of an asshole too. I don't know. I was trying to find a flaw, but it became praise again. I don't know. I think the flaw is that it had to end. Yeah, the flaw is that there's only so much they could do. With 5 long cases too. Like, I think, like, Kay being involved, Gumshoe being involved. There's just so much stuff that happens with all the new characters that maybe Kay and Lang got shoved a little bit to the side. But even they brought it back. We had a whole case about Kay losing her memory and, like, being her again. So, it's not like anything dealing with her backstory. It was something new with an old character. So that's also cool. I don't know. The flaw is that we'll never have another game with Edgeworth. True. The flaw is also we'll never see Gumshoe again. Oh. But yeah. This game is great. I freaking love it. I can officially say it is now my single favorite Ace Attorney game as like in a vacuum by itself. The way that it all came together so well. Chronicles is also amazing. It just goes to show whenever, the actual creator of Ace Attorney writes Ace Attorney, it's good. It's good. And I just, I kind of wish Apollo Justice's trilogy, I don't even know if you can call it a trilogy, went in the direction that it was meaning to. Because, there could have been something good there too. I look back at that now and I'm like, it did something different. It did something new. People still look at the relationship between Apollo and Clavier and... looking at clips of their interactions, they were cool too. But this is in a different way. This isn't about, like, interactions between any two people. This is everybody involved interacting in a realistic way. And that's why this game is so good. So, yeah, that's my piece on it. I don't know what else I can say that I haven't already said during the entire playthrough. But that this game is good. This game is great. It's wonderful. And why didn't it ever come to the West? It has to come to the West. Jeez. Damn. Man. I don't know. I'm done with it. Y'all, don't worry. I'll play another Ace Attorney game at some point in the future. It'll be a while, though. Because end of September, until then, I'll be working on indie games and Splatoon and whatnot. October, spoopy stuff. November, Sonic, what's it called again? Sonic Frontiers. A bunch of other games coming out November, December this year. I don't know. I think the next RPG I'll play is Pokemon Scarlet Violet, and then also Dragon Quest Treasures. Those two will be on the docket for sure. So it'll be a while before I get to older games again. Makes me a little bit sad, but also happy that I get to play new stuff too. Yeah. Yeah, like, it's a miracle we ever got great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and it shows that Capcom's giving it a chance. That and, like, putting Phoenix Wright in, like, teasers for their game reveals, even though they don't actually put a Phoenix Wright game in. All I'm saying, all we can do as fans, we gotta buy the games. Vote for our wallet. Vote with our wallet. It's sad, but that's what happens. That's how it works. So, I bought Chronicles 3 times, I'm now realizing. Oops. And hopefully that's enough support. You would hate if Sebastian was named something else. Like, if there's an official localization, they have to name him something, So, that'll be interesting. If he shows up in a later game, then the localizers for Ace Attorney 7 we'll have to figure out his name and then retroactively put it in Investigations 2 if they ever release it. That's weird. That's weird. I don't know. There's ways. There's ways that this game could come out. Like, don't even discount it. Like, the fact that they would bother to bring Chronicles. There's an iOS port of Ace Attorney Investigations 2. They could take that, HDify it up, and put it on the Switch. I'm sure Capcom, I'm sure they're listening. They're looking at the sales of Chronicles. They're listening to people. I know friends that are Capcom creators. They could put in a good word. We'll see. We just have to not lose hope. Because when you lose hope, that's when it's impossible. Haven't playing these games taught you that? Ooh. And you know. Chronicles happened. That was the one that was more impossible. If that can happen, anything can happen. Alright, everybody. I've gone on too long. It's already past midnight. There's no Splatoon tonight, but you know, I'll pick a team tonight, that's for sure. Everybody, we'll find somebody to raid. But if you haven't already, catch me on Twitch live. Follow me on Twitch. For next time I play an Ace Attorney game, next Ace Attorney game I'll probably play is Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney. That's my idea for now. And you know, with that, I might also start playing Professor Layton games, so we'll see what happens there. Whatever happens. There's the YouTube channel if you want to watch past VODs. Maybe you didn't stay up late enough. That's fine too. That's what it's for. Twitter and Discord for updates. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for joining me on this amazing adventure, everybody. I will miss Edgeworth. I will miss Gumshoe. I will miss Kay. I will miss everybody. But it had to happen. If you're going to sleep, have a good night. And stay clucky, everybody. Bye-bye. No objections here, Your Honor. I rest my case. Merlin, you missed the case. You missed everything. I'm done. It's midnight. It wrapped up perfectly. I'm so sorry, but that's how it is. We're finding somebody to raid right now. Oh, ads. No ads, please. Let's see who's up. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I raided Drew yesterday. So we're gonna switch it up a little bit and maybe raid somebody who I never get to, because maybe they don't ever stream at night. So, you know, maybe somebody who likes RPGs, somebody who likes Pokemon. No art? Oh, there's art? Right. If there's art, please remind me. If there's ever stream art, because sometimes I just don't check. Here we go. Thank you for the art. Oh, what? Did Drew drew this? Drew drew this during... That's hard to say 3 times fast. During Gartic Phone. Objection! Am I throwing an egg? What, am I just throwing an egg in a court of law? Is that how it's going on? Alright, well that's the art. That's the art for tonight. And if anybody missed the art prompt, it's draw something for this new Splatfest. You know, whatever team you're on. Yeah, there you go. Drawing. Alright, okay. I gotta go say thanks to him for that. Look at the hair, though. Look at that hair. It's just coming off the back. Did I just, like, dye my hair feathers? Alright, now if you're going to sleep, have a good night. Stay clucky, everybody. Bye-bye.